Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger-qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker. Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Oh, man. Oh, shit, I cut the music off too fucking fast. God damn it. Hey, guys, how's it going?
What's up?
Welcome to the 28th September 2017 edition of Sergeant's Time. Broadcasting you live from WTFNationRadio.com's Functional Veteran Center of Excellence. Located in either the Area 51, the Pentagon, or the Alamo. You just got to find out where the fuck we're at. But right now, holy shit, we got some admins fucking around at the Admin Summit. The WTF Admin Summit at Fort Bragg. And, yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. So, looks like there's going to be, like, some stuff going on. There's some shenanigans going on this weekend. So, you never know what is going to happen anytime we show up at an event. Yes, but you don't know who we are. That's the best part. They've had every fucking sergeant major, combing fucking Fort Bragg, and they said, we ain't found shit. Because
they're looking in the wrong spot.
They're looking in the wrong. They're looking everywhere. So I mean, we even tagged ForceCom for them just to kind of narrow it down. So you might have caught some admins actually doing PT. Well, the ones that can do PT, and then the other ones like fucking indeed. So real quick, let me just throw some shots out to Hugh Hefner. Goddamn, dude, the king of Spank Mags, died yesterday at the age of 91. And damn, dude, that's 91 years old, man, and he died surrounded by family and bunnies, and we know that he's up there tearing up them virgins up wherever he is at, preventing some people to get it. So right now we're getting some awesome fucking feeds from what is going on at the WTF Nation or the WTFM US. Goddamn, I can't even talk today. US Army WTF Moments hangout at Fort Bragg. There's some debauchery going on. We're going to get a live report in a few minutes, and seeing some awesome pics there. Keep up the good work. Their first sergeant. Yeah, we do have a first sergeant at U.S. Army WTF Moments, and he's out and about doing first sergeant. He's first sergeanting, and quite impressive. Top, very impressive. Yes, indeed. Woo woo woo. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Oh Lord, man. So, anyways, we'll be getting a phone call from the U.S. Army WTF Moments first sergeant, and then we can see what's up. So, anyways, yeah. So, going back to what we were saying about old Hef, yes. Beknownst to a lot of people, he was an Army vet. Joined the Army way back in the day during World War II. He was a clerk. He was an infantryman, but was a clerk. So, I guess his aspirations of writing really freaking, because everybody knows Playboy for the articles, and there's just there's no.
Well, yeah, it's great reporting.
Yeah, of course. Okay, yeah, it's great reporting, and it's due to the fact that it's hard hitting, contextual information and entertainment for men, and yeah, I mean it's not straight slutty fucking Bragg Boulevard fucking hustler type magazine shit. But it has an elegance to it, and all the famous all the famous people who have everyone's been going ape shit over, hot, attractive young ladies that has spanned throughout fucking Hollywood and the, I guess you'd say, I don't know, you'd call them society's fucking, or the current fad, I guess. When someone says, you know what, that fucking athlete looks fucking hot, Playboy did it. Marilyn Monroe, Playboy did it. Vanessa Williams, first African-American Playboy cover model, Playboy did it. No, was it Penthouse? I can't remember. See, I'm getting my smut all fucking confused. But yeah, good shit. And right now, there's probably people digging through their fucking uncle's closets, or I'm gonna go on my garage this weekend and find how many different types of Playboys do I have and what editions do I got, so I can pass it to Baby Eyes when he gets older and see, look, this guy here, he's a vet.
Well, not only that, like imagine what some of those will be worth now.
Depends which ones they are.
That,
you know
and
what I mean?
if he has autographed them or not.
Well, I have never, ever have had an autographed Hugh Hefner Playboy, but I do have specific Playmate of the Months or Playmate of the Years autographed. Indeed. So, look at the centerfold. You know, check this out. Would you sign this? Why are the pages stuck together? Don't want, just sign it. So, but no, yeah. So again, shots out to the to old school. That dude's like old school. He brought like a sense of gentlemanly class. He's the guy that fucking introduced a lot of also men's fashion when it came to some of the, you know, he probably walking around in his fucking bathrobe and shit. And then when he went out, and he was very noir, you know, very avant-garde for his time. You know what I mean? He was the shit. And also, he was the king of fucking free speech. Because if you think about back in the day, think about this. Everyone was very Puritan in their ways back in the early times. And then this guy decides to get the most wholesome looking freaking woman that everyone dreams about and throws nudies of her in print, which is that was probably controversial in itself. So to me, that's freedom of speech right there. Then of course Larry Flint, you know, followed, you know, later. But yeah. So I mean, the way that looks is that I think he's one of the key pioneers to the, you know, free speech movement. I think to kind of change the mentality and change the way we thought of thought about sex. I mean, come on, nobody likes talking about that subject anyways. And then of course, you're objectifying women and all this other shit. Well, then bitches stop going to fucking Playboy and stop getting on the fucking cover. If you're thinking it's objectifying, then, you know, don't accept the fucking money that, you know, that comes out of it.
Or don't buy it.
Or don't buy it. Or don't look at it. Now we have Pornhub. Well, I'm just saying. He was quoted saying that he wanted to be remembered as someone who changed the world in some positive way in a social, sexual sense, and be very happy with that. I'm a kid who dreamed the dreams and made them come true. You did, old school, man. You sure did. There was a lot of people coming true on them fucking magazines that you've published throughout the fucking years, too. So real quick background on the guy. Like I said, he was an infantryman and was assigned, you know, as a clerk. And then, you know, graduated basic training, 1944. Then was posted to Camp Adair, Salem, Oregon, and Camp Pickett. He contributed to the Army. Believe it or not, he was like the first. You know how Private Murphy's Law is in the Army Times? He did shits like that, writing cartoons and stuff. So a lot of the fucking cartoons and pictures that you saw in Playboy were his original drawn, and were immediately said that this is the standard that I want my shit drawn when it came to adult humor. And that's what it was, basically adult humor. I think it was, you know, again, a man of his time to have that type of product out there. Again, think about it, man. The 1950s and 60s, fucking reefer madness and prohibition, all that shit. You know what I mean? That shit's all fucking coming out. And then this guy decides to say, hey, look, check this out. I'm going to throw some titties. Even better, here's some fucking Marilyn Monroe. That old 1940s bush and shit. So, since you guys were talking about beards earlier. I heard that. Yeah, you didn't think I heard that? I have you guys on very, very low so that way I can hear anything while you guys are chilling out, waiting for me to open up the comms to you. And I hear, I'm gonna get an interview, and I'm gonna beard, and then he's
I'm
like,
like, it's all bushy.
It's all bushy, kind of like the one below. I'm thinking, I'm so glad I didn't fucking connect yet. Yeah, you damn right. I'd kill for one of them fucking robes too. Some badass robes.
Yes,
And he walked around like a pimp. Walked around in slippers all the time. You always saw him in PJs, unless he was out and about. Then he wore like a captain's hat or some shit, but all the time was walking around in his you fucking Hefner, man. If that dude's mansion, if those walls could talk in that place, man, unreal. Again, Army veteran Hugh Hefner passed away, 91 years old. 91. What's up, guys? How you doing? You'd kill for one of them robes? I know, dude. Those like the straight up pimp robes. Straight up. So, what they are, dude. I mean, could you imagine? You would know that you would have like a blind date go bad if you showed up wearing one of the robes, right? Because you're fucking gonna hang out and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna wear tonight. I don't know what to wear. Well, fuck, I'm gonna wear this, and then you show up in slippers, a blue pair of PJs, and a fucking Hugh Hefner robe. What do you think a fucking blind date would do? Do you think that what would you do, Mom, if that was a blind date and you fucking saw some, hey, how you doing?
I feel like I could get my fucking robe.
You'd be in your fucking rollers and shit. Is that what you're saying?
Just give him a house club.
No.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like wearing your fucking rollers and shit or something, or would you have the same thing? Yeah. See, a blind date would kind of to some women that intimidates women when you show it already wearing bathroom or bedwear.
I mean, if it was up to me, like I would wear bedwear all day.
Well, women actually do wear a lot of bedwear, anyways, and they kind of, you notice there's some bedwear that's slowly coming into the way they wear their clothes, like fucking lingerie tops. I saw a chick wearing a lingerie top, and and then she looked at me like I was fucked up for going, because it was a fucking lingerie top. You can't. No, don't shut the fuck up. Don't whatever. That is a lingerie top.
Define lingerie top, like a corset.
No, it was kind of like a silky fucking really thin fucking spaghetti.
Like a negligee.
Yeah, like that. And then I told her to put her PT clothes back on and move the fuck out. So. But,
shit.
What?
Sorry, I'm being a bad sergeant today. Fuck, man, today suck at work, man. Fuck, I can't wait for tomorrow. Fuck. It was just a bad day at work tomorrow. Yes, today, and then some shit going on yesterday. Just a bunch of shit. Shit, fuckity shit. Higher HQ headquarters that we were talking about, Great Cloud. Moving from an area where it's so small and all that to where there's like a bumbling fucking bureaucracy and a higher headquarters that you just can't believe. You can't believe these motherfuckers operated for so fucking long. You really, I mean, institutionalized motherfuckers. I hate it. Fucking hate it. And check this out. I'm getting along more with the fucking warrants than the civilians. So,
Well, they're civilians. I mean, come on.
What, the warrants or the civilians?
The civilians. I mean,
yeah, dude.
So, I am one, but I feel your pain.
Yeah, dude.
When institutionalized, they think their shit don't stink, especially when you get above 14.
Oh my God, do you have no idea? Oh Jesus, you're right, I do.
There's I think there's 2 or 3 SESs that are in my AO, a handful of 15s and a crap ton of 14s, but they think it's going to be the way they want it, and you can't tell them otherwise. And the one I always get, well, we've always done it this way.
Oh, I hate that one too.
I hate that one the most.
Exactly. It's almost like saying, well, when was the last time you've been down to the line? Or it's all rumor mill and fucking conjecture of what the units are doing down on the line. Hey, so what are they doing at the divisions? Well, what I'm hearing and what they need to do, and I'm thinking, you guys really don't fucking know what they're doing down at the fucking divisions. How about you guys go down to the divisions?
They can't be bothered with that.
They can't be bothered. Oh no, they're afraid of divisions. They might be a motor pool there or something like that. They might have to talk to soldiers.
They could get lost.
Yeah, that too.
Let's be real.
Fuck, man. Yeah. I mean, never have I seen such an appointment-enriched environment that even the A4 Mafia would fucking appreciate. You know what I mean? They would be like, fuck, dude, look at this shit. Yep, exactly. Crazy ass shit. But that's one of those higher comp things that's happening. So anyways, yeah, so that's what's going on. We're waiting for an update from the U.S. Army WTF Moments for Sergeant. And just doing a little thing. There's a little get together going on at Fort Bragg at the Fort Bragg Harley Davidson. We're going to be getting a phone call soon, and then to also talk about the event, the summit that is going on. The summit.
Yep.
So yeah, this weekend, the summit. So it's been, I guess, the senior WTF fucking command teams are out fucking doing their shit, doing whatever, trying to get everybody.
That's cool.
Yeah, so not bad. Think I might think I might fucking fly out and fucking do it, hang out this weekend over there too. So fuck it, let's do it. But yeah, it's anyways. So good cause, good. What's going on. Yeah, so today, if you guys have been tracking what's happening with fucking Puerto Rico, let me tell you what's going on in Puerto Rico, and I'm going to get you guys all riled the fuck up before we get a phone call, and that way we can continue the riling up afterwards. All right. Look, Puerto Rico, I do have peers that are from Puerto Rico and currently on their way, on their own leave to go down there and help out, to go help their family members out. Here's how bad it is, okay? Puerto Rico already had a not so I would say the infrastructure was not so solidified. Wasn't exactly what you would expect. They've also been having some economic difficulties there too, as far as repairing some of that infrastructure. Everyone didn't expect to get hit with a back-to-back-to-back fucking hurricane in that area. So after they endured one hurricane, they got hit with a fucking another hurricane, and then another. I mean, this poor island is just getting fucked up, and that devastated pretty much the entire infrastructure. So what happened? The commanders down there, and I'm giving you guys a blow by blow, so that way you guys don't think I'm not even going to mention any names, okay? So the military commander in that area decided to start moving forces out onto ships, called up the USS Wasp, and because we talked about this a couple days ago. And now I'm getting the deets on this shit. The USS Wasp and the USS Corset. God damn it. Fucking talking about.
What's on your mind, guys?
Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. The USS Akiris Saj and the USS Wasp. God, dude. I just said, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Just call them boats. The boats are on their way.
Yeah, amphibious assault ships by the Marines. Thank you. Amphibious assault ships were they had soldiers that were there in Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic and the Caribbean and the Virgin Islands, and they put them all in these fucking ships and moved them out to sea. Well, there was another fucking hurricane that came up that decided to move up. What was it, Maria or some shit like that? And they freaking moved them all out to these freaking areas because Maria was going to obviously be the last hurricane that was going to move up and hit north along the East Coast. So all the help that everybody knew was coming towards Puerto Rico had to stand by and ride the fucking storm out. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'd rather be on fucking land than, oh shit, hang on. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going? This is Adrian over here from Fort Bragg. I was told to call in and talk about some of the stuff we had going on out here in the Fort Bragg Harley Davidson.
Oh yeah, hey.
TJ told me to call in.
Yo,
hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, man? Don't drop no names. We just call him the first sergeant. How about that?
First sergeant.
Yeah, we don't want him to get in trouble. So just call him a first sergeant.
Oh, fair enough. fair enough.
Yeah. So,
anyway,
tell us what's going on, Adrian.
Hey, so we're out here at Fort Bragg Harley Davidson tonight. We got the Lone Survivor Foundation out here, which is really awesome. They're, raising money. We got belly dancers, fire. It's been a pretty crazy night here so far. Rogue American Apparel's out here. My company, I actually own a company, which is crazy. Southern Customs Tattoo Company. We're out here as well tonight. And just trying to raise some money. One of the big projects that we have, I'd like to talk about if I could, is
Go for it.
raising money for some of the soldiers that were injured at a train accident in Fort Bragg on the 14th of September this year.
Yes, tell us about that.
So we got a huge,
Tell us about the
You there?
contest. Yeah, we're still here. Tell us about the contest, man. So what are you guys doing?
Okay, so we teamed up with so far it's about 12 or 13 businesses. We've actually been contacted by 3 or 4 more, which is crazy. I mean, we got my business, Fort Bragg Harley Davidson. We've got the Wing Company, Zip Quest, Triangle Rock Club. I'm just trying to name drop like crazy here.
Do it.
The Rock Gun and Accessory. Nike. Even Nike hit us up. We got 2 pairs of Nike athletic shoes. There's a custom AR-10.
Wow.
Gold's Gyms putting in personal training and passes. I mean, 1 year's membership for karate at a karate studio. We got hit up from some really nice people over at a spa here, and they threw in a $300 spa package that has like hair coloring and tanning and styling and facial micro stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of a roughneck, so I don't do that stuff. But apparently, it's a pretty significant package because my wife was drooling. It's been really awesome. So basically, what we're doing is we're selling these tickets. They're $20 a pop. The information's on our Facebook page, and 100% of the money is going to the families that were involved in that incident. Either the ones that were, we lost a soldier that day.
Yeah.
Staff Sergeant Delita.
Yep.
And then there were several other soldiers. I think there was a contractor as well that were injured. So 100% of the money we raise is going towards them. So that way they can use that money to deal with whatever stuff they're facing. Wife has to take time off of work to take her husband to, a doctor's appointment for part of the rehab and recovery and stuff.
Yeah, I understand that.
They still have the same amount of bills.
Yeah, I hear you.
They
also.
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we'll be getting some pics. So you're currently located right now at Fort Bragg Harley Davidson. That's on McPherson Church, right? Is that where it's at?
Sycamore Dairy.
Sycamore Dairy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sycamore Dairy. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Sycamore Dairy, and it is. So what is this? You said there's a rifle. There's going to be raffled off.
Yeah. So one of a business associate of ours, really great guy, owns called the Rock Gun and Accessory Store, and what his team did was they put together a custom Aero Precision AR-10, red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
So they put that together. That's in the rifle. Gerber and them teamed up, and I got a knife in the raffle.
Nice.
I mean, like every day it's growing, and that's why on our Facebook page is really the best thing to see what's going on with it, because as these new companies hit us up, we put the information on the event that's listed, and it's actually pinned to the top of the Southern Customs Tattoo Company page. So that's pretty much what we're doing there. And, I really appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate you guys coming out tonight and supporting, the event we're doing here. And, the first sergeant's out here doing a judge, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. So U.S. Army WTF Moments is
contest.
Yeah. Nice. That's good shit.
Yeah, you got to stare at someone's ass. Someone got to put their ass in the first sergeant's face.
Oh my God, never happens to ice. All right, cool. Hey, so talk about this raffle here. You're talking about the grand prize. The grand prize is the rifle, and then do you have to be there? Do you have to be there to you can buy the ticket? And when is the actual raffle itself?
It's going to be the 21st of October.
Okay.
And it's going to be held. It's actually the drawing starts at 2:00 at Fort Bragg Harley Davidson.
Okay.
You don't have to be present to win. I know there's some stipulations on who can actually win the rifle. They have to be like a North Carolina resident or like an active duty person this year. Just because of the gun laws or something. I don't understand that. But whatever issue there is with that, I'm sure we can work through. Every other prize, you don't have to be present to win. My tattoo studio, we donated a $500 gift certificate. That's the second prize. And then, the Wing Company out in Cameron, which is out there by Linden Oaks, they donated 2 $50 gift certificates to their restaurant. And also, I'm glad you reminded me, on the 7th of October, the Wing Company out in Cameron, North Carolina, they're doing their dinner from 6 to 10. They're donating 15% of every dollar that walks in the door.
Damn, dude.
The whole 4 hours.
That's a great
And we'll be set up there as well, selling tickets. Yeah, it's crazy.
That is good shit. Well, I'll tell you what. Give the first sergeant all the information, and fuck, man, we just might do a coverage of that too on the 21st. Anything you can throw at us, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, and if you guys want to throw in any, I don't know I follow you guys all the time, and you guys got little things and little shenanigans you guys play. If you guys want to throw in any type of prize, feel free to do so, even if it's got to be a secret prize. We'll definitely support that and get it out and that kind of stuff. And I appreciate all you guys do, because I was telling the first sergeant about, I was like, you guys provide an outlet for soldiers to make fun of the monotony that they deal with from day to day, as well as to kind of vent a little bit. And I think it's appreciated.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're here. That's what we're here for, man. We're here to provide service to a veteran and active duty community, and also to get the word out on any pertinent information that people do not even know in the veteran community that is out there. And so that we're kind of using this as a sounding board. You know what I mean? So, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and get the information from First Sergeant, all that stuff of your contact info. Because we have the main page at U.S. Army WTF Moments, and then we also have WTF Nation Radio. So right now, you should be having people staring at their phones right now, listening to Sergeant's Time on U.S. Army WTF Moments from WTF Nation Radio. So you actually have two entities right now that are broadcasting your stuff.
Awesome.
So you just got a million freaking following page listening to your shit right now, and they'll be able to podcast all the information up on later at WTFNationRadio.com. So
we appreciate the support, and if they come to the Facebook page, that's where they can get all the up-to-date information. Southern Customs Tattoo Company.
All right, man. Cool.
That's going to be where we throw it at.
All right, brother, man. Well, hey, thanks for calling. And then, like I said, give First Sergeant all the details, and we'll hook it up later.
I got it. Hey, you guys be safe tonight, and everyone have a good night.
All right, man. You too, man. Have a good one.
Bye.
Fire, dude. Did you see the video of the fire? They got,
yep, I'm looking at it now.
The fire chicks. They got fire chicks. Oh, my God. They got fire chicks at Fort Bragg Harley Davidson right now. The great fucking cause what they're doing this for. This is for the families of the service members that were injured during the training accident at Fort Bragg Harley Davidson, the Lone War. God, guy cannot fucking talk today, man. Shit. The Lone Survivor Foundation. It's kind of ironic that we're, and coincidental that right now we're talking about providing assistance to families and the service members, because we're also going to have tonight, our guest is going to be coming from from Task Force Dagger Foundation, and you'll be able to come on and talk about it. Got a video that we're going to show at the top of the hour, and then we're going to bring the guest on, and then you guys will be able to shoot the shit, ask some questions. He can tell us what it's all about. And we're gonna have a special. We're gonna have a video playing narrated by someone special, and So aside from that, so anyways, yeah. Oh God, see Jones making fun of my. Yes, I did say I said corset. And blow by blow. Damn, Joan, get your mind out of the gutter. Faith, get your mind out of the gutter. So anyways, where was I at? Oh yeah, Puerto Rico. So all this information that happened in Puerto Rico, that's coming out of it, the governor has asked the president, "Hey man, I need this," and the president does it. "Hey man, I need that," the president does it. "Hey, did you realize that if you do this, we can't get the guy support?" Well, the president's like, "I didn't know that." "Well, fucking let's do it. We'll do it," and the president does it. What seems to be happening right now, it seems like everything that the military can't get to right now because they have to get to a port and they have to get the trucks to. They have to get. Let's put it this way: all the relief supplies are stuck at port right now, and they don't have trucks to come pick them up and distribute it through American citizens on the island. So it's presenting an issue right now because there's no port, there's nothing to offload because everything got destroyed. It would be the same. It would be the equivalent of fucking setting a nuke off. Hey, look, it took 7 days for the response to happen because there was still a storm out in the fucking ocean when Maria went up the East Coast. Everyone thinks that, oh, okay, nothing else happened. There was only 2 storms. No. It was Irma, and then Jose, and then Maria. And Maria, again, that 1, 2, 3 punch just wiped out the majority. And it didn't matter if a lot of it was damaged or not repaired. It just didn't help that 3 fucking hurricanes in a row just came in. You know what I mean? So...
right, because shipping lanes need to be clear as well.
And I was about to say exactly that. And there are some areas that our ships cannot just go. We can't. There's other countries there. Oh, I don't know, like Cuba, that will get the fucking ass if we start getting near their water and all this other shit. So yes, relief supplies are on their way. I've just been trolling some fucking Facebook pages and people commenting and all that and talking shit about what the president has done. Look, dude, if you like, there's celebrities right now. Pitbull is flying his own personal jet. Now, Pitbull, he is of Puerto Rican descent. He's an American. Doesn't matter. He's from the island. I'll just say that. He's from that island. And he is using his own personal jet to fly cancer patients from Puerto Rico to wherever they need to go to help them out. Dude, that's awesome shit. That is good. And the reason why he even said himself, the airport had to get cleared. Communications had to go up to get cleared to get these fucking, the runway had to get freaking cleared. Because they couldn't get vehicles in. Do you know they were doing it by fucking hand? So a lot of it cannot be fucking helped. So I can't even believe that anybody's going to blame the military and blame the fucking president for what's happening right now. Because all this stuff is now starting to converge onto Puerto Rico itself. What's happening now is that now the U.S. military has appointed a 3-star general to go down there and command all this shit.
I'm kind of shocked that they're actually concerned about this and not other things that the president may have talked about over the weekend.
Well, see, that's the thing. This is happening. This has always been happening in the background because of, like I said, where I work in the big comms area. You know, the big area that I work in a headquarters where it controls a lot of elements. Okay, without revealing too much of my PERSEC. But my thing is that there are movements happening already that were happening behind the scenes that no one was talking about because what was happening? Fucking, what was the news of the week?
I don't know, something to do with foosball?
Yeah. It was about fucking an ill-conceived misperception of freedom of speech, and what the constitutionality of it and the meaning of it was. So that took up the fucking news, and then of course there was more Russian shit coming out. You know what I mean? So everyone was more focused on that. And, you know, we talked about it in the office today when we were talking about what we need to focus inward. And, you know, some members of the team on the WTF Nation Radio staff were talking about this, about some of the things that, and it was actually a good discussion, you know, and everyone was saying this needs to happen, that needs to happen. I mean, it's fucked up, but this is why we have to be careful when we say we don't support our president when he says America first. Because this is what happens when you neglect Americans. Shit like this. So everyone should be focusing on 3 states right now. Or, you know, three incidents, or 3 crises, as you would say. 3 crises. Texas, Florida, and freaking Puerto Rico. Everyone should be focusing everything right now on that. Everyone's like, well, the president blamed the ocean. Well, no shit, dude. It's in the fucking, it's an island in the ocean. What, you're gonna fucking drive down there?
Did they really say that?
Yeah, there were people saying that the president mentioned the fact that because it's in the ocean. That's how come it's hard to get to. You're just repeating what he's saying, you're trying to make a story out of it. And it's a crock of shit. Don't make a story out of it. Again, we have members of the WTF Nation team that are tracking some of this stuff, that are in these areas, and everything's been happening behind the scenes. So when you say it takes 7 days, it took them 7 days to get there. No, they're already down there. They're down there right now, and they're trying to figure out how to provide the relief supplies, you know, to the inhabitants of that island.
Well, I mean, it all has to do with staging too.
And that's another thing too. It's no one. Look, a lot of ports, we don't expect large disaster areas to be immediately freaking occupied unless we're doing a forced entry assault into that area. There's no way. So it's kind
you don't want your ships there when the storm hits.
Exactly. So
Jesus.
But people don't understand that. There are individuals that are actually saying that Trump hates Hispanics. Well, make up your mind. Are they Hispanics or are they Americans? You know what I mean?
I mean,
they're Americans.
Yeah,
they're Americans.
They don't realize it's like with Puerto Rico. That's a totally. It's kind of a similar situation, but not. You know what I mean? Like they're out in the fucking ocean. It's not like, you know, we all can just drive.
Yeah, don't get me
to
wrong.
help them out.
I mean, I'm all about. I mean, and they have one of the hospital ships are going down there to fucking
The Comfort.
Yeah, is it the Comfort? I thought it was the Mercy. Okay, my bad. Thanks.
It's the Comfort that's
How
on
many
the
are there?
There's two, the Comfort and the Mercy.
Yep.
And they're massive hospital ships that are able to handle at least immediate needs for evacuation. And there are helicopter pads on there, so that way if there's anybody that needs immediate treatment. So right now, yes, everything's flooded. Everything needs to be, because right now the biggest problem is going to be probably cholera, dysentery, the standard overflooding with raw sewage and all that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dam that's about ready to break. So
That's what she said.
you've been on a TWSS for a while, man. What's up with that?
That's my shit, bro.
This is new.
Yes, dude.
Also, they should consider investing in a Coast Guard of their own, and also
they do have. It's called the U.S. Coast Guard. That is their own. It's the U.S. Coast Guard.
Anyway, that's cool. Then they're good there. But one more thing, it took God 7 days to build the fucking universe. So how about everyone just chill the fuck out?
Well, I mean, totally. Why did you even bring religion? This has nothing to do with it, man.
Because I stirred the shit, bro.
I mean, people are saying, these things are happening because you voted for Trump or you did something wrong, and these hurricanes are hitting these areas.
Okay, they need to fucking send a comfort ship of fidget spinners to these fucking cocksuckers.
You're talking about fidget spinners being dropped on the individuals that are crying. So you're talking about Berkeley, Columbia University just needs that C-130 fly over.
Just fucking airdrop them, dude.
Yeah.
Whoever fucking sling loaded those Humvees in the fucking Italy.
Yes.
They need to sling load some fucking fidget spinners and drop them on fucking Berkeley.
Exactly.
Relief.
There you
per
go.
rectum.
What's up, Tracy? How's it going? Yeah. So my biggest thing is that everyone's, and then, God, man, this is why people in the military shouldn't be involved. Like when I retire from the military, you ain't gonna hear shit from me. Now, hey, what do you think about the Army? I'm fucking retired, dude. It's not gonna be called sergeant's time anymore. It's not gonna be called sergeant's time anymore. It's gonna be called like weed time or some shit, or and I'm drinking. Whatever. I am not. I mean, there are people who are great. Let's put it this way: because the Army right now has had great leaders. I don't want to remember, or it's like Michael Jordan. Okay, Michael Jordan was a great basketball player when he played for the Bulls, right? Then he tried to come back in and do what? He tried to play baseball or some shit. Then he tried to play again. And he ended up looking like an old fucker, just, come on, Sonny. And that's why everyone was making fun of him. Nobody took him seriously. Dude, just go out like a champion. Go out. So the guy who was in charge.
Yeah, you retire once. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be like General Honore, the task force commander of Task Force Katrina, who immediately started talking shit about the president, who was a retired 3-star. Dude, man, they make it sound like, think about all the sequence of events that has happened right now. Fuck.
Why not fucking do your job instead of complaining about who fucked up what?
I would have thought he would have called.
Who cares?
I would have thought he would have called up Trump and said, "Hey, man, these are lessons learned from Katrina. Let me tell you what you should or should not do. Do you need some help? I can go down there and help as a special advisor.
First, you need to draw rain turtles.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
And then let's see what's up and hang out and blah 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 blah. And then there you go.
Get all the privates and the infantry to piss in the rain turtles.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the biggest thing is that once you're in a position where you were remembered as being great, fucking go out and be great. Just go out being a great person. Dude, don't even. I'm not gonna commentate on the Army anymore when I'm doing this fucking. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, you will.
No, I won't.
I got money on it.
No. I will be advising. I will say, hey man, you want some help? Well, no, sorry, guys.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Yeah. Hey guys. You wanna?
Hey kids. You wanna talk Army?
Hey kids.
You wanna talk some Army? Get in the van,
sir. Yeah, sir. What are you doing with that Hugh Hefner fucking robe on? Oh man.
Why are your hands not visible?
Yeah, exactly. And why does it look like you have 3 bulges in your pockets? What's going on? No, but again, okay, well, you're right. I probably will go back and say, hey, back when I was in the Army, That was like 5 years ago. Ice, what are you talking about?
That's what I do.
Yeah, you're gonna say we're gonna say something. There's gonna be something that's gonna trigger me, and then that's gonna be it, right? But I'm not gonna sit there and fucking that's the way the Army was with me when I was in it. Blah 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 blah. But when you go on international news, you go on the national media, and you were that cool guy that fucking helped rescue Katrina. You had to wrangle all those fucking guys that were pointing weapons at civilians and shit. You had to tell the 82nd to drop their fucking
trowel,
their mags, because they were pointing. You were so trying to distract me tonight. What's up with that, dude?
Come at me, bro.
I already got the U.S. Army WTF Moments First Sergeant dropping fucking pics in the chat of these delectable treats in the damn chat, and I'm like, oh god, fire!
Dude, is that like
women with
some
fire?
Queer convention where they got the fucking fire jugglers that are all like
those are chicks
celebrating.
Those are chicks. They're not dudes.
Okay. Did you see his geotag? There's definitely those chicks. I would fucking do a ball check.
Oh my god.
On him. Not that it would stop me.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, whatever. Well, thank you, Faith. I'm not gonna be Pimp Daddy Rich or Big Daddy Rich. No way, dude. Nope. But anywho, so again, what was I saying? Yeah, if you're retired and you were basically if you're retired on top or you're retired as someone who was great, then be that individual that I remember. I remember General Honore when he went in there and fucking told everybody to shut the fuck up, put your weapons down, stop pointing at Americans. Put your weapons away and grab these fucking boats and let's go look for some bodies and shit like that. That's the one I remember. Don't get stuck on stupid. Those fucking comments that he was making. What the fuck do you think he's doing now? Because everyone was talking shit about him being fucking late. Everyone was talking shit about him not doing enough in Katrina. So now all of a sudden, because everyone hates this fucking president, that now they're going to say, well, yeah, book him. Okay, dude.
Dude, whatever, man.
Don't get stuck on stupid. Don't get stuck on stupid.
Learn from Mattis, dude. He was great in his fucking previous job, and he isn't fucking going back and fucking. I mean, does he? I've never heard him once fucking use his positional fucking authority, saying back when I was a general, like
no,
he doesn't, dude. He fucking tells everybody, I'm the Secretary of Defense. I'm the fucking boogeyman. Like. Brace yourself, bitch. That's what he does.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he fucking he's continuing. That's what I mean. Like he has his identity that's not fucking tied up in his fucking job. He fucking continues to fucking maintain his fucking personal and like character, even though like he moved on and he's doing a different job now. Like, sorry to be the fucking cliche guy that fucking, gives verbal fellatio to Secretary Mattis, but
nah, I think you're good. You're good, man. No, but you're right. He is not tainting his legacy what he was as a general. He left it on the shelf with his retirement flag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't bring it up.
He doesn't bring it up.
Moved on, and he's like,
exactly.
This is my fucking job now, and this is what I'm doing.
Yep.
I bring him up because he's the only really ready example that I comes to mind in our fucking day and age.
To be what the one example that of a good sec dev, is that what you're saying?
No, just a good fucking dude, man.
Yeah.
Like
His heart's
who
good,
fucking we should tell our kids to like be like, look, dude, that's the fucking boogeyman. Like that's what you should fucking strive to achieve in life.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, obviously, being sarcastic, but I mean, as far as like, the dude knows he's on the fucking spotlight, man. He fucks up once, he's at like. He has no fucking room to fuck up. Like, he is under the microscope, right?
Yeah.
Like, people would love to fucking throw him under the fucking bus if he fucked up even a little bit. The dude is, like, untouchable, man. Because he has fucking integrity, and he fucking
He's got swagger,
sticks
man.
to his fucking character and shit, dude.
If he didn't get asked to be the sec def, he probably would be wearing a fucking Hugh Hefner robe, just chilling, being the
Yeah.
being the boss. That's the way he is. He's not. You're right. He carries himself. You're right. You can't describe how he carry. He's the man. You know what I mean?
He embodies the fucking, like, the dude, like, if you watch him in any of his interviews or any fucking, like old school fucking, like, there's, like, documentary type shit that has him in it. I mean, even when he was fucking much, much younger, the dude fucking carried himself with, like, unquestionable fucking confidence. And I mean, like, you couldn't fucking come up to the dude. I couldn't imagine coming up to him and, like, even hesitating for a moment that this dude is a fucking, like, pillar of, like, whatever the fuck he's doing. Anyway.
I got you, man. No,
I'm gonna go rinse out my mouth.
For what?
That's what whores do when they finish giving blowjobs.
Oh my god.
Or so I've heard.
You heard or by experience?
That was about TWSS, buddy.
I'm not a whore.
That's right. He gets paid.
He gets paid, exactly.
I've known some whores.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Martin. Rest in peace, Hef. Yeah. So again, but you can't make the comparison. Again, you cannot make the comparison of what happened when you're the commander of Katrina and now criticizing how things are going because everyone was talking shit. Do you think it was too late? Because everyone was bashing Bush, right? He was loyal to President Bush and he hated Bush too, right? So when he said, "Don't get stuck on," that was like the biggest coined phrase. You notice generals like that? When one general says something that all the generals thinks are like funny, oh, it's funny. They all fucking use that.
Like, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I'm gonna write
that down.
Yeah, exactly. And what they also, scribe, write this because I want another OER bullet for creating full spectrum operations or force protection or don't get stuck on stupid terms that motherfuckers have been promoted off of. That's probably what fucking happened. So. Everyone was using that as a phrase in the military. Don't get stuck on, oh, it's so cool. He said, don't get stuck on stupid. Why? Because people were bashing him about his relief efforts when he was in charge of Katrina. So shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, dude. Shit in a bag, Pogue.
He's retired now, so I can say it. Shit in a bag, Pogue.
I don't care. I'm retired.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. It seems like the president can't take a break. Motherfucker's only been in office for 9 months, and he's like, "Oh, he's the worst president ever, dude."
Dude, they
9
said
months.
it like fucking the day after
that he was elected.
Like,
he's the worst president in history. Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of see
it's like you don't even fucking speak English, motherfucker. Like, do you even grammar? No.
Dude, exactly.
What fucking history are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's remove some fucking Confederate general statues. Yeah, motherfucker. Let's fucking write history. It's not how any of it works, man.
No, it does not work that way at all. So again, it just struck me as odd that they 9 months in office. Oh, he's fucked up. He's the worst president ever. 3.5 GDP raise, and so fast in 2 years that he did in 9 months.
Whatever,
I'm just saying.
dude.
I'm just talking about whatever.
Fucking illiterate ass motherfucking cocksucker.
Oh man, I like it when you get frustrated. Triggered.
The Bolsheviks fucking do it to me every time.
That's what I'm talking about, man. It's ironic because me and you have been in places together where we have seen countries go to shit and true oppression has happened and people are saying, oh, well, we're getting oppressed. Hey, can I get another PSL, please? Motherfucker, you just said you're getting oppressed. No,
man. They don't know fucking oppression if it hit him in the fucking face, man.
Well, actually, it's been hitting him in the face. That's the problem because you can't have any type of discourse without somebody going apeshit and screaming and you know what though? I heard somebody say microaggression today at work, and I about lost my shit.
Really?
I about lost my. I go, what the fuck is a microaggression?
Sounds like they need a micro fidget spinner.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. It sounds like someone made that up because they're fucking butthurt about some stupid ass shit. All it is. It's a term for somebody who's butthurt for what you said. Because I said, well, that's fucked up.
Microaggression.
I don't appreciate your microaggression.
Let's break that down.
Like, microaggression? What are
Is
you
that
talking
like
about?
little dick syndrome? Like, I don't know. Micro.
No, so it's micro, so it means it doesn't matter.
Well, so the way...
and then aggression, which is fucking
well, the way the
something that could lead to sex.
Well,
I guess it doesn't matter.
No, but the way the DA civilian fidget spinners told me, it was one of those things where nowadays you can't confrontation. It doesn't happen anymore. There's no such thing as confrontation anymore. You cannot.
Oh, there is. Whenever somebody jumps in your face and tell you that they're offended, that's fucking assault, man.
Well,
I feel fucking microaggressed.
They say. Well, they
from,
say
from them fucking segregating themselves
well, no, they,
like a bunch of dumbasses.
Well, they just said it's a degradation of when you're well, you're fucked up. They're
retarded, dude.
You've been in this job.
Pretty soon they're going to be picketing to get their own fucking place on the fucking bus and to have their own water fountains.
You've been in this
like,
job
that's how
since
fucking retarded this shit is.
Exactly. You've been in this job since 2000 and have written nothing the fucking doctrine can assist the Army in, and you're sitting there talking about me giving you a fucking being microaggressive, whatever the fuck that means, because you haven't written fucking doctrine that the Army is trying to catch up on. And yeah, because where I work, I was cited in Doctrine Man because I shit all over somebody's fucking manual and they lost their fucking shit. And I told them don't quit their fucking day job, and that fucking happened because some motherfuckers like, did you see the new theory of evolutionary fucking full spectrum? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about, dude?
They just threw a bunch of fucking what are those? What's the term
buzzwords?
called?
Buzzwords. He just threw a bunch.
Catchphrase.
Yeah,
buzzwords. That's right.
Yeah, he threw a bunch of fucking buzzwords at me, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is all that? Yeah.
Check out these buzzwords I got for Christmas.
That's all I said. That's all I said. $20 words, huh? Well, you don't realize, yeah, whoever wrote that, I wrote that. I'm like, well, don't quit your day job. And the next thing you know, it was like you fucking, oh my God, I told, and this guy's like, he's like, this guy thinks he is the motherfucker. When was the last time you've been down? That's what we were talking about earlier. When was the last time you've been down the line? I went down to the division back in 2004, and then motherfucker, you mean you've not been to a division? How could you talk about evaluating doctrine when you've never been to see what your doctrine is fucking doing? No wonder we're doing 5 fucking years worth of fucking online training that you're expected to do by the end of the quarter because of this shit.
Hey, at least it's fucking digital, man.
There's an app for that too.
That's what she said.
Indeed. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna restart some machinery here, so that way we can get.
Real quick.
Hey,
here's the buzzword.
Yeah, go ahead.
Autoerotic asphyxiophilia.
What the
fuck?
Put that in your fucking blunt and smoke it.
That sounds like something where you like to get choked to the point where you black out in sex.
It's basically Robin Williamsing, but not all the way.
Oh
yes.
Okay. So it's Robin Williamsing, but you're found David Carradine, right? You're found David Carradine. So
yeah, what's
David Carradine was the guy that was found in the closet in Thailand because he was auto asphyxiating himself, and he had little operators hanging around with him and shit. So we don't know what happened to him. So he not moving.
Damn, bro.
So we're gonna go ahead.
I was gonna go with Charlie Sheen.
Nah, he's got the HIV. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. And then, like I said, when we restart Facebook Live, there's gonna be an intro video coming up from the Task Force Dagger Foundation. So everyone stand by, and then let me kill the Facebook Live feed so that way all the illegal stuff that I want to play.
All the porn, all the illegal porn,
all the undocumented music that I have. I can freaking I can play it on Mixer.
It's okay. You said undocumented. So.
Yeah.
All the shit that only the NSA is allowed to jerk off to.
That's right. When your metadata is just right. So I'm killing the Facebook Live chat right now, and then like I said, we'll be back in a second. So shouts.
Warning shots.
hotel room in the bed with this one chick, then another finer chick walked in. So I told the chick right next to me to top it off. If you trippin', knock it off. Stop it, no scrubs in this spot. Just down to this hot as Molotov. Girl, let's get that bobbing off. I don't wanna hear that it's gotta cost. How does it feel for you to be with the real on my heels that smack right side of balls? I'm mixing my liquor, belligerent strippers, spill different mixers on my biverent kickers. No more wishing to grip her. She's unzipping my zipper, not itching to kiss her, but I'm fixing the twister. Killer, it's the gorilla, and if they feel ya, they scream like yeah, 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 like yeah, yeah, yeah. Mister, quick to get with your chick. If she get the whip for the shit, be like yeah, 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 like yeah, yeah, yeah. Check it out, I'm fearless. Nine's a sniper, never bit off a rapper. If I'm near death, I'm a fighter, but I spit off the clapper. And I like weird, sir. I'm the piper, when I trip off the whacker. Looking for the beer fast. Time to shizer or get off the crapper. Man, I'm moving, I'll let her give her what she deserves. Try to win her, dinner. Whole lot of bump in the night, man, a lot to be heard. I'm a better spinner. Drunk enough to lie to the blonde, saying that I'll be hers. Then I'm in her, sinner. Then I get it up, suck it up, baby, I'm a free bird. Like Leonard Skinner, all around the globe. Gotta get the dough. When I do it moving, I'm looking up for the home. Alaska, Auckland, Denmark shows. Gotta have a chick on the road because everybody knows I'm a naughty, naughty, naughty. Boy, boy, boy. When I'm in Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Technician! Screaming like yeah, 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 like yeah, yeah, yeah. Mister, quick to get with your chick. If she get the whip for the shit, be like yeah, 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 like yeah, yeah, yeah. Killer, it's the gorilla, and if they feel ya, they screaming like yeah. Get with your chick. If she get the whip for the shit, be like yeah, 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 like yeah.
After the horrific terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001, and the loss of 3,000 innocent American lives, Task Force Dagger, comprised of elements of the U.S. Army Special Operations Command, led the invasion of Afghanistan to take out Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. But the War on Terror is just the latest chapter in the proud history of Army Special Ops. For the past 40 years, USA Special Operations Command units have been the forefront of our defense forces, often working in the shadows with their presence only known by a few to protect America's freedoms and liberties. Even though their dangerous service is not publicized, I want to share with you how you can openly show your support for these brave men and women, many of who are now coming home with serious, even permanent injuries. The Task Force Dagger Foundation was created by former members of Army Special Operations units with the needs of other Special Ops veterans in mind. The foundation is dedicated to providing immediate assistance to wounded, ill, or injured Special Operations Command soldiers and their families.
When we first started the foundation, we were thinking about the soldier. But as the months grew in our development of the foundation, we realized that it wasn't just about the soldier. It was about the soldier and his family. That's why we started the foundation, because we knew that there were things out there that weren't being covered.
This may come in the form of money needed for job training to help create a new career path, or for life-saving medical treatment needed by soldiers or family members. Task Force Dagger also sponsors and organizes recreational therapy activities that bring healing to families and eases the stress of rehabilitation and civilian reorientation. From fishing trips in the mountains to scuba diving adventures in the Florida Keys and organized shooting competitions at gun ranges, Task Force Dagger provides opportunities for injured Special Operations veterans to show their skills, pride, and determination to achieve new goals in life. There are many worthy causes and organizations that assist our military heroes, but I want to personally ask you to support Task Force Dagger and the veterans of U.S. Army Special Operations Command.
It costs millions of dollars to train our Army Special Operations soldiers. And when they come back hurt, they need that healing. Any donation, no matter how small, has a huge impact on our ability to help heal our wounded soldiers.
Visit taskforcedagger.org to see how you can help our soldiers who gave their all to defend America in its time of need. I'm Charlie Daniels. Thank you, and God bless.
All right. Welcome, Keith. How's it going, Chief?
Doing good. How y'all doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I had to do some digging. We've met before because I've been involved with the U.S. SOCOM's Care Coalition. So
okay,
we've hung out, but they're not. I'm not supposed to tell you that because I don't want my PERSEC to get revealed. I don't want to get in trouble.
No problem.
He says as he's really feeling his PERSEC.
I am totally revealing my PERSEC. So, anyways, well, welcome to the show. Is this the first time you've been on here?
It is.
All right. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Well, you've worked with U.S. Army WTF almost before, though, right?
Yeah, you guys did like a hoverboard thing, or if I remember right.
Yes, I did.
How did that work out?
It was fun.
Wasn't that about the time they got banned?
Yeah, well, shit happens, Chief. Stranger things have happened. So, hey, you win some, you lose some, man. But we're trying to get the word out more on what you were mostly involved with, and then getting that product out. So, anyway, so tell us a bit about yourself, man.
Well, I'm a retired Green Beret, and love my country, love doing what we do. Married to a wonderful woman, got a couple good kids, and yes, I'm actually a grandfather now. So we all get long in the tooth.
Well, in my case, I keep having them. They're not old enough to be I can't be a grandpa yet. Well, I got one who's old enough to give me one, so I gotta stop.
You know it's not the water, right?
Yeah, I have to stop doing something.
Yeah, there you go. But no, it's this is the foundation's been a journey, and it's been one of those things that's a passion, and one of the things, and we can talk about this too, but it's a lot of it's about transition and having a mission, a purpose, and a focus with your life. And so those are some of the things that I'm sure we'll talk about in a little bit, but shoot away.
Oh, okay. We've reached out to a lot of the veteran community, but there's not enough information that's been put out on what happens to some of the members of the special operations community when I really wish the big army did this for all soldiers. I wish there was something like a Care Coalition or a Task Force Dagger Foundation for the big army, because some of the stuff that happens when it was you, Frank, Ben, and Rick that started it. It was one of those things that kind of it took me aback because it gave you it almost felt like it gave the guy and that was injured in the battlefield almost like a sense of, like you said, a sense of purpose, something a goal to look forward to, because those types of personalities are not easily sitting down, I guess you would say.
No, yeah, the only time a soft guy sits down is when they're dead. But it's when back in 2000, I guess about 2008, we started hearing rumblings that not everybody was being taken care of. I retired out of 5th Group, so I belonged to a listserv, and from 3rd Battalion 5th Group. And one day they sent out an email, and it was one of those conversations, and they were talking about gaps and some different things. And so I contacted, I knew Ben from industry when I worked at Raytheon, but I served, Frank and I were on the same team.
Yep.
Rick Walker were together in a B team and Charlie 3-5 and up at 2nd Battalion. And so it was natural that we kind of just coalesced. And, one of the things is, I think there's 2 types of people: those that do something, and then those that follow. And we decided to do something, and there was just 4 of us, and we had no big donors and no real huge support. We all pitched in $250 and started the foundation. I actually did the 501c3 paperwork, and the scary thing was it got approved within 3 weeks. That was like a miracle.
Yeah.
And of course, the IRS messed it up, and it took us 3.5 years to get it fixed. But we still had a 501c3 tax exempt status, which is what was important. And so it was a pretty the first people we briefed were 5th Group, because you want to do a confidence target there, and
yep.
That was home for us.
Yeah, you got
So we briefed them, and and we just and they're the ones that told us about the Care Coalition. I never heard of them.
Yeah.
And so we called Tampa and talked to the Care Coalition, and we work very, very closely with them. In fact, I was on the phone today twice with Tampa. So it's been a relationship that has been very, very beneficial for both them and for us.
Oh, we're trying to get them on the air to talk to us too. Well, the Care Coalition, you probably know already by now, was formed because General Brown, who at the time was the U.S. SOCOM commander, was wondering why the hell, what's going on? Why are our special operations soldiers just like soldiers now, guys are getting wounded and then they're almost, okay, you're done, you're chapped it out, and see ya. Have a good one, take it easy. And there's no aftercare. It was almost like they were forgotten. Actually, they were pretty much, some of them were forgotten. And General Brown wasn't going to have any of that crap. And so when he started up the Care Coalition actually is a cradle, I guess what he would say, cradle to grave. So from the moment you are wounded and the moment you're incapacitated on the battlefield, and now they've expanded it to training now, that if you are incapacitated on the battlefield, then you will be taken care of. And if you are required to get out of the Army and or not have any continued service, then they put you through the appropriate, the Green to Gray program. They'll put you through the job VOTEC program. They will literally walk you through the process all the way out from the moment you're notified of retirement until your first disability check comes in. So I can't speak enough highly. I've got teammates that have been involved that have been taken care of by the Care Coalition, and all the way up to they're now successful business leaders. They're now, that some of these guys would have been, who knows where they've been. They probably would have been on the street. Their families is the one that really, and that's one thing I want to talk about with you guys. You guys also assist the family members even more, so that way you can assist them in the transition from going from being fully in the Army to now being part of almost like a care provider role.
Yep. No, and that's one thing that we as a foundation do. It's one of our core beliefs is that when the service member's injured, the whole family's injured, and they have to heal together.
Yep.
So we have 3 core programs, and the one where that really has impact is our recreational therapy adaptive events. So whenever we do an event, whether it's scuba diving down in Key West or doing a Montana winter or summer adventures, or even the 3-gun, we always make sure the family's included and that they come. The only one where we don't have as much success as a 3-gun stuff because a lot of the wives just don't want to go shoot. So that ends up, yeah, I know, figure that one out.
What's up with that?
But and the ones that do come to shoot kind of scare you because, and I'm just teasing there, but I'm going to get some blowback on that. But you don't want your wife shooting better than you do because then you're the target.
Yeah.
But but no, it's we've had families, wives, kids. They've all come to the shooting events. But what's important about it, the key thing to remember about that particular event, not the shooting, but the recreational therapy, is that they're enabled to come to an area that's not home, that's not the hospital. It's a neutral ground, if you will, and the family gets a chance to hit that reset button. They get a chance to talk, to bond, to experience things that they may not experience for a few years. The kids will see dad or mom in a new environment. They'll see them doing something new. And we try and do stuff that's challenging, yet they can accomplish, because at the end of the day, part of this is about building self-esteem and building confidence and seeing the injured service member, whether it's mom or dad, doing something they didn't think they maybe could do again. I mean, 3 or 4 years ago, we dove a full quadriplegic 91 feet down and stood him on the deck of the USS Vandenberg in Key West. And we had a team of 5 combat divers diving him down, and he the wounded service member was a combat diver himself from the CDQC course there in Key West, and he broke his neck on a jump getting ready to go back for like his 4th or 5th rotation to Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
And his family was right there with him, and when he got back up on top of the surface, he had tears in his eyes. He goes, "Best day of my life." And when you hear something like that, or you see a family member stand up and say something like, "This is the first time I've had my family together in 10 years because of the deployments," that has an impact on you, and you know that you're doing something right.
Yep.
It's a lot of hard work, but at the end of the day, the sense of satisfaction is overwhelming, and that's when you know that you're doing what you were built to do. One of our mantras, if you will, one of our themes is mission, purpose, and focus.
Yep.
And one of the things that we see Now, the Task Force Dagger Foundation does not have a transition programs per se. There are other organizations out there that do transition programs, and we try not to overlap too much. Where we overlap is usually within our immediate needs program, and overlap is good. Just like you want to have overlapping fields of fire, you want to have some programs that overlap others so nobody falls to the crack.
Yep.
And because that's what we don't want to see happen. And when that service member gets injured, whether it's wounded, ill, or an injury in training, and they have to get out of the military, their life is over.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's the way you feel. It's like, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
I wasn't
exactly.
ready to get out.
Yep.
I need to be with my team,
Yep.
defending my country. And so there's this huge loss of self-identity. And even when you retire or get out at your normal time, you go from being a very highly trained soldier or service member, and then you're like, what am I going to do now? Am I going to be the Walmart greeter? So a lot of times you're like a ship at sea without a rudder, being tossed to and fro by the wind. And it's just a horrible, horrible feeling. So one of the things that we're trying to do is get our guys, especially those who are wounded very seriously and have PTSD-TBI, is help them find a mission for their life, a purpose for their life, and focus on it so that they can heal and so that they can have a good, normal life. And part of that is our medical programs and helping them to heal and truly heal. With our medical programs, our self-help initiatives, we try and get the guys off the prescribed drugs and get them to a more natural, healthy state. And we try this, we work hard to make this work with, if they're on active duty, so that their life as an operator their operational time on the team is extended, and also so that when they retire, their quality of life is good. So many guys retire and they're just broke, and it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah,
and I got long-winded. Sorry about that.
No, because I was just gonna roll right in. You actually kind of helped me segue into this. You have your three core areas of immediate needs, the soft health initiatives, and the recreational therapy adaptive events. So tell us about your first core event of the immediate needs, like what the response time is, and then what does that mean when you say immediate needs to you?
Well, and that's just it. When there is a need, when there is when something happens, and SOCOM picks up the phone and says, "Hey, we need to call." So what happens is there's an incident, and SOCOM will look to their stable of benevolent organizations, and they'll say, "Okay, we need to find the right one to take care of this issue," and so they'll make a selection. If we're the ones selected, they'll call us. And we're one of their we're one of their most responsive nonprofits.
Yep.
Our response time is about 2 hours.
Yep.
We recently, within the last couple of weeks, received a phone call, and that we were asked to get an airplane ticket. We were called at 4:30 or 5 Eastern time. We had a family member on an airplane in an hour and a half. And so that, from the time we got the phone call to the time the family member was on the airplane, was well within 3 hours. And I'm not just talking about the ticket in her hand, but she was at the airport on an airplane.
Oh, wow.
And so, that's we try and be as responsive as we would want someone to be if I had a need or if you had a need. And it's critical that we are that way. I've got a great board, and they allow me to be pretty responsive, and oftentimes I will make a decision and go back and ask or inform them later. And I've yet to get slapped in the forehead. So, like I said, I've got a great team. We actually just added 2 people to our board just recently. Major General retired Gary Harrell former Delta commander, and he retired in 2007, I think, as the USASOC deputy commander.
Yep.
And then we've got Rear Admiral Ed Winters, who just retired about 3 or 4 years ago as the SOCOM J3. And they're both newly on our board, and just some great guys. I can't speak highly enough of them.
Yeah, some great men.
And you guys do know that we expanded our charter, right?
Go ahead, tell us.
Well, in 2009 when we stood up, we covered USASOC. And so anybody under the USASOC flag banner, we covered, whether it's Army, Rangers, or Special Forces, PSYOP, Civil Affairs, didn't matter. The Sustainment Brigade, they were covered. In 2015, we started working with the SOCOM MASP program, the Military Adaptive Sports Program, and that was all branches. And so in our original charter, we had said, okay, if there's an Air Force or a Navy guy downrange with an Army team, and that service member gets injured, then we'll cover their needs as well. So, and oftentimes we were already covering, someone from another branch. And then, so when the MASP thing came up, we're like, okay, is this the time that we actually just change our charter? And so that's what we did. In 2015, we officially expanded our charter to cover all SOCOM operators, enablers, and their family members, so with all of our programs. And so this year we went to Dagger Dive. We had 2 SEAL families, an Air Force family, and 11 Army families. And it's been very well received by SOCOM. They appreciate it, and it was just it was the right thing to do.
It is. I'm going to talk about your second core, the Soft Health Initiative. There's a lot of individuals that don't know is that Task Force Dagger is involved in other types of treatments to fix the problem, not the symptom. Can you go a little bit into that?
Yeah, one of the things that we do is obviously, I call it the McDonald's mentality. Now, I'm not going to bash the VA. I'm not going to bash the military treatment, military hospital, or military medical community, because they really are trying the best they can. And so, but just like anytime something's big, there's oftentimes just things, they don't move fast. They're slower to respond. They get used to doing things a certain way, like we all do. That's human nature.
Mm-hmm.
And so I call it the McDonald's mentality. And then we do it everywhere. If someone gets sick, they go to the doctor, they get a prescription, they get the prescription filled, they go take the medicine, and they're cured. Well, that's really, for what our guys go through, that's not really the right answer. And sometimes medicine is necessary, but a lot of times we can improve their health through more natural means. So a lot of times, majority of the time, when someone comes to us, we'll send them to a functional medicine clinic, and right now we're using Cleveland Clinic, and they take TRICARE, so it saves the foundation money. They're great doctors up there. They work well with us, and so they'll take a person and they will run her through a huge battery of tests, and they'll find out every chemical, hormonal imbalance there is, and then they'll work to correct that imbalance. And so as the person heals, a lot of, so one of the things that naturally happens is, as they're healing, they start sleeping better, they start eating better, their general health improves. And when your general health improves, then other healing processes that haven't been working can kick in, and like your brain can start healing. You got to get some good sleep, and your brain can heal. And so,
just to add on to that, a lot of times dudes have developed sleeping habits, just simple sleeping habits, right? They're so horrible that's the underlying condition to all their symptoms. Like, I've actually, And then they go to the VA and they get prescribed a bunch of opioids, and then uppers, and then sleeping pills, and then the dudes turn into zombies. Sorry,
No,
man. Just
no, you're exactly right. And one of my friends, you know, he struggled with PTS for a long time, and notice I don't add the D to it. It's PTS, and so he finally went to the VA. He got prescribed like 15 drugs. He took a picture and sent it to me. Well, we sent him to the Brain Treatment Center, and he never took any of those drugs, and he's doing well. And so, you know, the Brain Treatment Center works with magnetic resonance therapy, and what it does is it helps the brain. It helps improve your sleep patterns, and we also use another therapy called light therapy, and we use an Enlight wellness system, and what that does is it uses specific wave frequencies and helps stimulate the brain, help rebuild the neural pathways. I used one, and in the first night, within using it for 3 nights, I started dreaming. And, you know, and you have to get to a certain level to dream. And before I used that, I would dream like maybe once a year. So, you know, now here's the thing. In my opinion, the functional medicine is the foundation. And once a guy or girl gets through the functional medicine part, then any other additional treatment they get will be much more effective. So that's one of the things that we try and do is get as many folks through that functional medicine, because think of the functional medicine as a PMCS manual for your M16 or your M4 or your M9 or your Glock. If you know how to take care of it, it'll last you much longer and operate more efficiently. Same thing with the human body. If you understand what it needs, if you really do well and you really try, and that's part of it. You know, SOCOM has the Thor 3 program, which is an awesome program.
It is.
And they've got the nutrition. But the thing is, no matter which program you use, if you as the individual don't try, don't change your habits, then it may not work for you. And so that's part of it. You know, when guys, by time, you know, and here's the other kicker. Most people don't ask for help until they're hanging off the edge of the cliff. And all but 2 fingers are on there. And then they call help. And so, you know, when you're that desperate, you have to make that decision. Do I really want to change my life, or am I just going to stick with the status quo? And most of the guys say, I want to change my life. And so they'll go through the functional medicine program, and it really has an impact on them.
It does.
And so, you know, I mean, and that's really a lot of it. And a lot of the guys that we send through there, you know, we're thinking, okay, maybe we have to do something else with them. They go through the functional medicine program, and it's like, you know, they're functioning and they're doing better, and they don't really need additional treatment. So it just, you know, the human body's pretty darn awesome, and
man,
it does a lot.
It'll fix itself as long as you're not abusing the shit out of it. And it sounds like this, you know, this treatment that you guys have coordinated. Sounds like the environment in itself is very, like, dudes can get really down in the dumps just from being starting to isolate themselves, shit like that. But like, it sounds like just the atmosphere there is very
it's conducive to healing. Yeah, it's conducive for healing.
Oh, it's definitely conducive, and you know, when you go through those programs, and then so here's the cool thing. When we help somebody out with immediate needs or the soft health, oftentimes we'll integrate them into our recreational therapy program and get them on an event, and that way they get more of that family atmosphere, that team atmosphere. And you know, one of the things that our guys have that's missing is when they separate, whether it's retirement or whatever, they go to wherever, and they're totally not around other military guys or families or the atmosphere, the environment. And that's hard. That's, you know, I didn't realize how hard that was, but I moved to Texas, and I had no access to my military community, and it was really hard. And so being back, when we started the foundation, I started making trips back to Fort Bragg and Fort Campbell and Fort Lewis and all these other places, and you really find out that you do miss that environment. I mean, even the simple thing of seeing a C-130 fly overhead or a helicopter, it just makes you feel like you're home. And it's just kind of weird, I want to go back to the health stuff, though.
Yeah, go for it.
One of the things that we work on is also environmental exposures. And that's one of the things that the functional medicine will identify but won't correct. And so anytime that we come across someone that's got environmental exposures, we have to find out what they've been exposed to, and then they have to go through a treatment called chelation. And that chelation draws out those environmental toxins, whether they're heavy metal, lead, or whatever it is. And then once that process is being done, then the functional medicine can kick in and do a lot better. When we get somebody that we suspect has got heavy metal toxicity, like lead poisoning, we send them up to Mount Sinai for a bone scan. And so then that way we can verify. They can put that in their records because it's called a KXRF X-ray, and it tests for lead exposure. And actually, they hit your bone and they pull it from your bone because unless you've been exposed recently, it probably won't show up in your blood, but it will show up in your bones. And that's one of the things that as you go through life, your bones, the lead will leach out of your bones, and that's why you have that feeling, and you feel like you just can't do anything. So that's we try and cover as much as we can, and we work as much as we can, and we're always looking for new treatments that are coming out. But one of the things that's core, though, is we try and make sure that the treatments are TRICARE approved and that they're covered by insurance, because we our guys aren't guinea pigs, and we want to make sure that they get real treatment, real medicine, real science, and but we do try cutting edge modalities.
Are you guys? I just got a quick question on that. Are you guys also, because it seems like you guys got a lot of smart dudes on your staff, are you guys also looking for stuff that may not necessarily be approved, but just because, possibly like trying to advocate for the VA or maybe insurance companies to look at that stuff to kind of help them bring on board too?
Well, yeah, because the MRT, magnetic resonance therapy, isn't
I was
approved.
thinking about that. Exactly.
But it works. And so, we're hoping that the studies are doing will lead to it becoming TRICARE approved. But as long as there's some solid science behind it, we'll send people there and try it out. But like I said, we try and make sure that there's some solid science behind it, because
no, absolutely.
I'm not going to throw chicken bones and dice out.
Well, that's for 18 deltas.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's what 18 deltas do.
fucking Africa rotation.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Hey, so tell us about you are real, and this is from your reputation too, man. I've heard this, and I've overheard you say this about your spending. You're real strict on it. So can you give our audience a little bit of a confidence that they know that when they're donating to the Task Force Dagger, how it's laid out as far as the overhead rate?
Well, we try and spend we don't try, we do. We spend the least we can on overhead. And right now, of course, your overhead rate fluctuates year to year.
Of course.
What doesn't fluctuate, though, is what we spend. And so our overhead rate on average is about 7 to 10%. This year it's 7.57%. So about 92 cents out of each dollar goes to program services. And so we're very, very careful about what we spend, how we spend it, and we look at, is this necessary to spend? And we even look at programs and services and say, okay, service member needs this. Can I get it cheaper from vendor X or vendor Y? Or can I get it totally donated? So we look at that because, again, like the TRICARE stuff. If I send a guy to a treatment modality that's not TRICARE covered in Texas, but it is TRICARE covered somewhere else, then it costs me $1,000. That's $1,000 I don't have to help somebody else when they have a parachute accident or they get wounded downrange. So we're very careful in how we spend money because we want to make sure that we're there and capable to execute support when it's needed. And we do not spend money on overhead unless it's just have to. And it's just that's ingrained into us, and that's something that we talk about all the time as a foundation. One of the things that we try and do is we try not to ever lose sight of why we started, what our mission is, and why we're here. And we, every time we have a board meeting, we often ask, hey, how can we do this better? How can we raise more money, and how can we spend less money doing it? And so, I mean, those things are very critical and key to us. It's just our philosophy and our style.
So, how much more? How much you got more time in this? Or are you gonna do this until? Because like me, I like doing this what I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna do it until that's it, until I can't do it anymore. Are you gonna do the same?
Well, let me tell you what. They're either going to have to drag my butt out of the door, cut my static line, or drag me out feet first because I'm not quitting.
Exactly.
And this is what I was built to do.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a quick, for instance.
You can give as much time you want, man. Go for it. Talk.
We started the foundation in 2009. I was working at Raytheon.
Yeah.
And at Raytheon, I was working with, I was the soft guy doing thermal weapon sights. I was having a great time. But at the end of the day, I was still, I was trying to get a contract from the government and it just wasn't it was good, but there was just something missing.
Still prostitution.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna go there, but you're right. And there's slimy trail on my back because I'm a contractor. But I left
Nice.
Raytheon, and I got another job, and it actually was kind of cool because they didn't make me work very much, and I don't mean that in a negative way. They were trying to expand, and they didn't have everything kind of like going right. So it's like I would do everything I was supposed to do, but I'd still have 3 or 4 hours in a day left over, so I'd work on a foundation. And so the foundation grew and grew and grew. And so then after 6 months, they realized that they didn't have the right bandwidth, and so they said, hey, we're going to make you a 1099 contractor. We'll call you if we need you. That was just code for, hey, we're not going to do this program anymore. So I was doing the job search thing, and I'd gone through a series of interviews with a company out on the West Coast, dealing with a bunch of SEALs, and my travel time was, as it was, I was an American Airlines Executive Platinum for 7 years in a row.
Wow.
And that's a lot of flying once, twice a week. And it was going to increase if I was working on the West Coast from Dallas. And I knew that if I did that, the foundation would suffer. And on the day of the final interview, my wife, I did the interview there via their teleconferencing tool. And when I finished the interview, I was sad. And I was disturbed. I was upset. And my wife goes, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Well, lunchtime rolled around, and I was even more despondent. She goes, hey, we just need to do the foundation full time and let God sort out our finances. And, man, when she said that, I perked up. I sent an email out to General Mulholland and a whole bunch of people and said, hey, doing the foundation full time, and I did that for accountability purposes. Because if you tell people you're doing something, then they won't let you back out. And that was 2013, and since 2013 we have really just picked up the pace. And so this is my mission, my purpose, and my focus for my life. And if I can get other guys to find their mission, their purpose, and help them focus their life, then you'll see a lot fewer instances of suicide, because you know, when you have something that you feel passionate about, you can deal with a lot of pain and a lot of crap and still be happy.
Yep.
It's when you're sitting at home watching frickin' I Love Lucy for the 38th time that you're like, what am I doing?
Chief, I don't think they play I Love Lucy anymore.
Lucy.
Yeah, I don't think they play it anymore, Chief. You're dating yourself.
Oh, there you go. But well, I never saw it in first run. Believe me, I didn't see Gilligan's Island first run either. But you know, everything's on TV land now. But
exactly.
You know, it's about having a purpose for your life and
Dude,
feeling like you're part of something.
I was just gonna say that there's like a very common book that's advocated by mental health professionals is Viktor Frankl's A Purpose-Driven Life. He's a Holocaust survivor, and he writes. I mean, he creates a lot of examples, but those are kind of there's an abstract leap that you have to make in order to kind of make it relevant for today's setting, I think. And I really like where you're like the way that you tied it all together right now, because that really fucking ties it up for the dudes that are like us now, like with no, like isolating yourself is just going to make it worse. Like, you know, the accountability thing, that's a really good thing. Like, I'm actually, after we get done, I'm going to call one of my buddies that I should have been fucking in his ass over something that he said he was going to do.
Well, no, it's
really
important.
Yeah.
It really is important. I mean, you know, get up off that couch.
Yep.
Find something that makes you happy. Find something that you feel that you are that you feel critical about doing or being part of. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, if you feel like underwater basket weaving is super important, then go do that. But find something. Don't give up. And you know, and people need to take better care of themselves. They need to eat better. They need to try and get rest, non-medicated rest. And so it all works together to make the person healthier. And if the healthier a person is, I think the happier they can be. There's no quick fix. There's no quick cure. You know, guys don't get in the condition they are in 20 minutes. It takes 15 years, 20 years till you're in that condition. So people need to understand it's going to take longer to get healthy again. And that's what's really super important. Is just not giving up and believing that life is worth living and that there's something for you to do. Sorry, I got on a kind of a soapbox there, but
no, that's what it's all about, man. This whole radio station is a soapbox. Hey, so so where are you based out of?
We're based in Dallas, Texas, and in fact, we just this last 1 September we opened up a new office, and it's our first real live office, and we're super thrilled about it. We're actually going to have an open house. We got a donor to pay for it, so it's just so if you're in Dallas, come look us up. But we're super excited about that. And then right now we're heading down to the Keys. We've got a team down here now that's been working on helping people get their houses cleaned up. Today we did a couple of veterans, and one was a former Green Beret, and he's a Vietnam vet, and they cut a bunch of trees down and cleaned up his house. And we did another veteran, here and just helping out families. The city of Key West, the community in Key West, the community of Key West, over the last 7 years, has helped us with our Dagger Dive event. They've opened their homes up, they've opened their hearts up, they've donated and donated to us. And when the hurricane happened, we knew we had to come down and help our family out down here. And so we've coordinated with the Navy League down here and some other organizations, and we came down, and the first group got down here Tuesday night, and they've worked yesterday and today. They've done about 18 houses. The second group will be in Key West tomorrow, and then the rest of my team is coming in Saturday, and we'll continue to work. And it's about being part of a team, and when part of your team is hurting, you go help your team, and so that's what we're doing. And that's what we're doing this week, and so if you're on our Facebook page, be watching. You'll see some pictures. The guys just the past couple of days have, the Key West proper wasn't damaged horribly bad, but about 15 miles north of Key West, when you get to Big Pine, Cujo Key, Sugarloaf, man, they took some heavy damage. And right now we've got 7 chainsaws running 8 hours a day, and just but the thing is, the people that were helping, they come out and they've got tears in their eyes, and they're like, thank you so much. And our guys walk away with a sense of, hey, I impacted somebody's life today in a very meaningful way.
That's what it's all
Kind of
about.
goes back to that mission, purpose, and focus again.
Exactly.
You're feeling like you're doing something that's critical and that helps people out. I firmly believe that we're a service-oriented species, and that's one reason why when we serve in the military, we feel like we get paid crap. We live in crappy conditions. We're deployed all the time, but we do it because we're helping people out. And the Special Forces motto, "De oppresso liber," epitomizes that. To free the oppressed. And whether it's in Africa, whether it's in Afghanistan, wherever, it's you're helping people. You're making a difference in people's lives, and that's what I think really helps a lot of our guys out.
Yeah, it does. Mission Men and me, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep. So you could be reached at info@taskforcedagger.org. When is this open house going to happen?
I don't know. We've got to figure it out because we have to be back long enough to plan it. So we're probably going to try and do it around mid-November is probably what I'm thinking now, because we've got another trip coming up. We've got the SOCOM Warrior Care Program Conference in October, mid-October. That's the new name for the Care Coalition. And so they've actually changed, they've morphed their name from Care Coalition to Warrior Care Program.
Yep.
So we've got a conference there coming up in about 3 weeks. And before that, we've got some more training. We'll have we've got some exciting things going on. And so go to our website, go to our Facebook page. If you ever have any questions about what we're doing or what's going on, we do press releases quite often, so you can go check out the press releases, and just help spread the word. If you're on Facebook, go like us, then share it, and help us to create that groundswell. Probably 70% of our donations come at the $100 level. And in order, this last year we supported 554 families with $1.2 million. That's a lot of $100 bills.
It is.
And so we need a whole lot more $100 bills, because we've got a lot of people on the wait list for our functional medicine stuff and for our healthcare stuff. So the best thing I could say is, help us, donate to us, but also like and share us on social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're kind of on Twitter, and I promise to do better on Twitter. I will never be as good as our president, but I promise to try and get better.
Well, they've expanded to more characters now. So they've doubled the characters for on select accounts to include foundations and organizations. So,
Executive order.
Executive.
But are they ready for this character?
Oh, come on, dude.
Ha,
We're
nice.
all yeah. All right, hey Keith, thanks for coming on to the show tonight, man. We totally appreciate your visit, and feel free to send us any of your post-release. Give it to Amy to throw it out. We'd be more than happy to put that out for you. So
Amy, you have just been officially thrown under the bus, girl.
yeah, straight up.
It's okay.
Hey,
I don't mind doing it.
I just wanted to add real quick with the social media stuff. Like, we have some people on our team that are fairly squared away with the social media stuff, and a lot of it can be animated or automated. Correction. To where if you're posting shit on one platform, it'll post it on like the other ones for you too. It's fairly simple stuff, but if you ever need like a quick class or anything, I'm sure that anybody from our Facebook page would be more than happy to put something together for you guys.
Just have Amy forward my contact information to them, and then I'll await their phone call with bells and 221. All right.
Roger that.
Because we need all the help we can get, brother.
I am just picturing a warrant officer in a tutu. So.
Yeah, that's not a good picture, by the way.
that's what CW5s do.
Yeah.
Well, it's a dang good thing I retired as a W3, then, isn't it?
All right, Keith. Hey, thanks for coming on, man. If I'm gonna cut the Facebook live feed, but I'm also gonna keep you on the air so that way we can play some music, so that way you guys can wrap up some admin stuff.
Awesome. I appreciate it, and thanks, guys, for having us on.
Yeah, definitely. So stand by for a sec. I'm gonna cut you guys off from me, so that way you guys can talk amongst yourselves. So, yeah, that was Keith David from Task Force Dagger Foundation. It's awesome as hell that these guys are doing this. Really low overhead, not like the other guys that say they're foundations that really create a lot of too much overhead for themselves, I guess you'd say. But they're really out there. I really wish, and that's what I was saying before, that the Army itself had these type of programs for our transitioning soldiers out of, especially the wounded warriors, man. It just sucks that sometimes these guys are hurt or injured, and then the Army just med boards you out, and they say, deuces, have a good one, take care, and you'll be able to deal with it through the VA. And there's no real true transitional. Everyone talks about the Wounded Warrior program. Everyone talks about all these stuff, but these guys, they're more centric to these types of transition program, which, again, I really wish the big Army did that stuff. So anyways, let me go ahead and cut it over to, I'm going to cut off the Facebook live feed. So again, this will be podcasted up, so you guys will be able to check it out. And then on WTFNationRadio.com. So bye-bye, Facebook Live. And then we're going to go ahead and you guys can listen to some tunes on the Mixer feed. And you will, like I said, see you in a sec. Shouts.
Woman, I ain't fooling. I'm gonna say that about the schooling. Way down inside. Woman, you need love. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love.
Heavyweight, rough ride, clock world. Once again, it's soul, the motherfucking psycho. Ice Cube, the Don Mega.
My nigga DMX, diamond in the rough, he gon' stay in the rough. East meets west, it's going down. Yeah, we be coming. I'm in the city, bitch, we coming. I'm treated like the presidential motorcade, taking up the residential. Global perspiration, freaky gyrations, close to fornication. Numbers get passed with ass, information, intoxication, baby, inebriated, designated driver, lava, demogava, blocking freaks in, all of them tens. Italians, get them to pal in, sitting on laps, bitch, we write raps, backdoor access, you getting jealous? Standing online with designer umbrellas, bad fellas running with the east side connection, in the kind of club with a star, check their weapons, who wanna sex DMX, get naked, fucking to security, show us the ass. Heavy hands kind of figures, we be clubbing, it's a plus of heavy licking, we be clubbing, all my live ass niggas, we be clubbing, fucking all them dirty dicks, we be clubbing.
All I do is import to export, transport to escort. The niggas still beefing today, cause the best caught them slugs. You spit at me now, get at me if you want more. Put a fucking hole up in your back, so what's the front for? Come on, baby, we some noise makers. Catching niggas with bricks and I'm Dagger coming through Las Vegas. Latest, wanted dead or alive, well, mad niggas hit this, but ain't a motherfucker gonna get this. Witness what's unheard of, cold-blooded murder. This hot shit'll have you smelling like a fucking burger. In the cell, brother 12 is all it takes to make a nigga spin like tripe in the phone. Call for help, but ain't none coming. The admin started the robbery and gun running. And when I'm done gunning, we all gon' meet up at the club, fucking with you. Nothing but love, nigga, what?
Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right?
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your normal warrior task and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Action Badge.
And we're back for part 3 of Sergeant's Time today on 28 September. You know how hard it was to modulate your voice there, Doc Badness, to make you say shit in a bag, Pogue?
You could just ask me.
Well, I mean, I just said, you know what? I got one of your recordings. I'm like, you know, he said shit in a bag, Pogue, and I just said, you know, fuck it, I'll try it, and it worked out pretty good. So, anyways, welcome back to part 3. Where always the third segment is covering drama and stuff from U.S. Army WTF Moments and the inbox.
Box.
The inbox. We've been getting a lot of crazy shit lately.
In the box. That's what she said.
Dicks in a box.
Hey, Ice.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I throw out a positive from the inbox?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, Nation. For those of you who don't know, jump over to the main page and look for a post. You know, search for Colonel Retired Doak. He is currently 99 years old. He turns 100 on 28 November. Currently in hospice care. They're trying to get him a lot of birthday cards prior to that because they don't know if he'll actually make his 100th birthday. This man stormed Normandy, watched the armistice get signed in Korea, and trained soldiers on the ground in Vietnam.
Damn.
So he is a 100% badass. So get over to the main page, look up the address, and send him a freaking birthday card.
Damn, dude, that's good shit. Guy's gonna turn 100. Oh man, I you know what? I want to live that long. I want to live forever, but dude, I don't know. That's a long. Whew. So his name is Colonel Retired Robert Doak, spelled like oak but with a D in front of it. Doak. 29 years in the Army, and this dude is witnessed history. So if you go ahead, one of the posts is that Robert Doak, care of Kathleen Whitsley, 4413 Village Garden Circle, Chester, Virginia 23831. Again, like Greg Clow was saying, just check out the main page and scroll it down. It's right below the S1 Fanatics Urban Assault Team.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
That was so fucking awesome. The guys in the office were rolling on that shit.
That was some Down syndrome shit.
That was
dude.
that.
Holy fuck.
Matt Damon. They were. Oh my god. Everyone was
expert fucking action.
It was.
Badge.
It was. It is. It is one of those things.
Wait for the grenades.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the shit that infantry dudes fucking failed the most in the fucking EIB.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think what was those? What were they? WLC students or some shit, or they were just doing fucking CQB training?
There's some kind of pogues. That's for certain.
That's not what I asked. But it's pretty evident in that video what their line of pogality is.
That one kid just backed into the door, through the doorway.
Exactly. He just backed. He's like,
dude,
follow the rabbit, dude. Oh,
I looked at it and I was like, what the fuck
is
going on here, dude?
That was fucking hilarious. Yeah, okay, we're gonna talk about that guy.
Al Qaeda propaganda.
Yeah, well, there's yes, that lieutenant, who was a West Point graduate. Goddamn West Pointers, and their tomfoolery.
Oh my god.
He was previously kicked out of the Army Rangers. Yarr, Ranger.
I got some poop on that.
Go for it, man.
So, I don't know about the whole regiment thing, right? Like, he was in regiment. He served in regiment. And he deployed to Afghanistan with Rangers, with 75th Ranger Regiment. And there was an article published by SOFREP, but I think it's one of the ones that you have to, like, buy the fidget spinner to be able to read.
Oh, yeah. It's like a $5 fidget spinner entry fee or something like that.
So, this dude, once he fucking was already commissioned, goes to Ranger School. And so this is like after he went to West Point, got commissioned, and just to kind of establish a timeline here, he was in Ranger Regiment. Before he was enlisted in Ranger Regiment. Then he went on to West Point, got his fucking butter bar, goes to fucking Ranger School, and he got to Mountain Phase, and basically he was on his way to fucking be recycled in Mountain Phase because he didn't pass his fucking patrols. And so he created a bunch of conflict, was very disrespectful to the board members when he was being boarded, and basically, like, the cadre there say that he was almost provoking the cadre to fucking bail him.
Yeah.
To kick him out so he could say that, oh, I stood up to the man. And because of that reason, they gave him a recycle, even though he was being blatantly and overtly disrespectful to fucking, like, the board body that's, like, everybody that's in charge of the fucking school. To the point where I think it was quoted, he said, there's no fucking way I failed that patrol, quote,
wow.
While sitting in front of the board. And so they recycled him. And once he was recycled, once they told him that they were going to recycle him, he basically started fucking what would be called a peaceful protest, or that's also like, you know, the person who fucking resists by dropping dead weight on the prison guards that are trying to drag their ass back to the fucking prison cell.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where the cadre that were supposed to drive him back to Benning, I think.
Was this the Carl Gustav incident?
Again?
The Gustav rifle incident where he was just dragging ass with it and shit, just like leaving it.
No, dude. I don't know what. It didn't say specifically what incident, but it said that he was eventually dismissed from Ranger School for lack of motivation, and because he just fucking, once they said that they were gonna recycle him, he just fucking turned into a complete fucking shitbag. So,
and then
at that point, he forced their hand to fucking dismiss him from the school.
What blows me away is that how much shit were they gonna fucking take from this kid, and then allow him to go to West Point, to where he continues.
Well, no, this was after West Point.
I see what you're saying. I see what
Ranger
you're saying.
School.
Ranger School. So
West
he was,
Point.
but he was in RAS first, though. He was in regiment first. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think that it was
because he graduated West Point in 2016, but it was in fucking RAS in 2012. But he didn't go to fucking Ranger School.
Yeah, dude. But
after.
I mean, like, if you're a fucking private in Ranger Regiment,
you don't fucking say shit.
You could fucking be a sleeper cell all day long, dude. As long as you're fucking like physically fit, if you can run, you can do anything, and you just keep your fucking mouth. Like, the dude could have easily fucking slipped through the cracks for fucking 3 years in fucking regiment, gotten his fucking recommendations to go to West Point.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
all this shit
then,
that he was as a unit, he wasn't a stellar soldier to begin with either. You know what I mean? He wasn't like he was a fucking outstanding troop.
I didn't read up on that, but I did read also that his dad fucking basically denounced him and said that he's fucking he is like
his daddy issues.
No, like his dad said that basically he doesn't stand for his son's beliefs, and that he is very what's the opposite of fucking proud?
Yeah, he condemns his son's actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So
it's like the worst thing that you could hear from your parents.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Well, unless your parents beat your ass.
Yeah.
That probably is worse.
So he wrote.
Well, it is worse.
He wrote "Communism will win" written inside the fucking thing, and then he ripped open his shirt during the graduation and had a Che Guevara T-shirt on there.
Yeah, dude, Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a fucking activist and you fucking goddamn in any way bring Che Guevara into the fucking equation,
yep,
you belong in a fucking mental institution.
I want to wear I want to wear the have you seen the soft version of that, where they have Che Guevara's dead body and it's opposite. So they're wearing that, those activists will wear that shirt, but the other guys will wear that shirt of his dead body and shit. I mean, not that you'd go ahead and
with that,
that you would wear that in a fucking protest because you don't want to start some shit, but I'm just saying.
That's fucking stupid, dude. Che Guevara is a fucking, like, people, like, I can't believe the fucking stupidity. The dude's fucking, like, okay, like, good for you, you're a communist. Ultimately, I fucking disagree with that, and I think that's just as bad as fucking, that's basically saying that, oh, I'm a fucking Taliban. That's my religious preference. But you have to let me fucking serve in the military
because we've allowed it.
Whatever the fuck.
No, because we've allowed it. We have set the precedent where nobody wants to think about all the shit that what he was doing. Nobody held this fucker accountable. Nobody told this fucking. Nobody said you're gonna get called to the fucking carpet at fucking Fort Benning. And then everyone was kind of like, "Oh, it's just fucking loot. It's just the LT. That's just the way he is." You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't hold
but it's
people
stupid,
accountable.
Dude. It starts in the universities. It starts in the schools.
Well, there you go. Think about that shit was being tolerated at West Point. How many other motherfuckers were involved with his ass? that were part of his little clique that were too fucking. At least you know what, he had the fucking balls to do that shit, albeit stupid. So that way we can identify his ass and get him the fuck out. Because all of his tweets violate Article 88, which is use of contemptuous words against elected officials, and then conduct unbecoming, and then also now that the Army has this new made up, the Katrina Mork doctrine of fucking the social media policy that says you have to think before you fucking post. Then,
well, it's fucking communism, bro.
It is. I'm saying, and you're espousing because part of your enlistment, I got my enlistment contract, and it says, "Have you ever claimed to be a part of the Nazi Party, the Communist Party?" And then the next question was, "Are you homosexual?" That's what my enlistment contract says. They took out the homosexual part now, but now it still says, "Have you ever been a proclaimed member of the Nazi Party or the Communist Party?" So he had to in order to receive his oath as a commissioned officer. Then what the fuck, dude? Could you imagine this guy being your fucking leader? Could you imagine this guy being your platoon leader?
Yeah, I could for about like fucking 3 hours until it got dark.
I'm just talking about the guy.
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
Good communist is a dead communist, and I fucking was raised in a communist country. I know what the fuck that shit. I know what the like. You fucking jerk off to your fucking Che Guevara fucking t-shirt, motherfucker. Fucking putting that communism will win shit into a fucking hat so some little kid can pick it up and fucking read it. Like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You're fucking, like, I would fucking shoot that dude and not even fucking, like, to me, that's like fucking exterminating a fucking rat, man. Fucking piece of shit.
So love your anger there, Doc. Man, this is so patriotic
Fuck
of
that,
you.
dude. They don't fucking, like, people, like, they don't know what fucking communism is.
I know.
They might have fucking read it in a fucking goddamn, that fucking book that got misplaced accidentally into fucking nonfiction when fucking Joseph Stalin climbed down from the mountains to get salt. It belongs in a fucking fiction section, man.
I'm telling you, man, they fucking, the communists, a lot of people like to take that akin to, everyone thinks they're trying to twist what the colonists during the American Revolution. They're trying to say the same thing. They're trying to say that Antifa and these communist fucking assholes are like the colonists during the Revolutionary War against the British. I don't fucking think so.
Yeah, I don't either, because at that point, the fucking time for mail to get across the fucking ocean was fucking like months. And that doesn't happen anymore. And so you're not a colonist. You're a dumb fuck idiot living in a fucking fantasy world. And you're going to push the fucking boundaries of our fucking social norms until somebody butt fucks you back into your fucking place.
Pretty much. You will be put in your place. That's
microaggression.
Yeah, that's a microaggression. So what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when the communists try? I mean, that's what I was. I don't understand how individuals, and maybe that's what it is. I think people need to get experience. I think there needs to be, like, when we're deployed, there needs to be like a tour bus that goes beside. And everybody knows this bright ass orange fucking bus are for the fucking idiots that they think what the real world looks like. And let me show you what true suffering looks like. And let me show you what a communist... Let me show you what real oppression looks like. Because apparently people here think they're really fucking oppressed. As they're bitching about it at Buffalo Wild Wings. You know what I mean? That's oppression, right? They're being oppressed while they're drinking beer and watching fucking boycotted football.
Watching some fucking asshole who gets paid to fucking play a game, protest, paid a lot of fucking money, protest with their fucking communications degree. Ugh.
Underwater basket weaving. But they think that's what they think, they're being oppressed. There are people here who actually think that they're living under communist rule, that they're being under this national. See, first off, nationalism is the Nazi Party. That's part of the National Socialistic Party, the NSDAP. You know that fucking thing they called Nazis? That's what they're called. Fucking. That's what that is. That's not what we are here. And if you try to fucking even get close to us being that way, you're fucking wrong. There are individuals, and that's what it's sad about, and it's unfortunate.
Dude, if we were in a fucking Nazi party, you fucking open your goddamn mouth to protest against it, and you'll be fucking spilling your gold teeth in a fucking concentration camp, dude.
No, they'll be getting pulled out because your ashes would have been already relocated through a chimney. That's what would fucking happen. But my biggest thing is that you have no fucking idea when people say you're a Nazi for saying what, because you don't agree with what I'm fucking saying, because I think it's fucked up. Because
That basically makes them a Nazi.
Exactly that. It contradicts and makes it sound like they're the fucking. It's like the irony is like, oh, I don't know, military intelligence or fucking.
Well, they don't
army.
they don't teach premises or fucking logical fucking thought anymore.
No, they don't. So what it is that it's all because they get butthurt. And again, that's like the whole reason why everyone has the ass about what the military has been going through. The military. Thank you, U.S. government, for deciding to use the military as your fucking social experiment for something that should not have fucking happened. Whoever knew the military was just good when it was well left alone. Yeah, it had its own little issues, but the military tried to right itself up. Now, holy fuck. You have soldiers now these days coming in, the new generation soldiers. I'm sorry you don't have the fucking leadership that you thought you were going to get. Because now everything's...
forced all those guys out.
Now they're all communists.
Now they're communists, exactly. Or LTs. They're all fucking...
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's not lost.
Yeah, exactly.
He's out fucking polishing the balls on a fucking Marx statue.
Oh my god, I know. That just fucking blows me away. When I was a child of the Cold War, and when I hear these little fucks talking about that's communism or that you're a fascist and you're being a Nazi, I'm thinking you have no fucking idea, you little shits.
Oh, I agree. Like when they throw those terms out, they've never experienced any of that.
It's like when we played the game and my ex-wife called me narcissistic. And the only reason why she fucking heard that fucking term was due to the fact that everyone was calling Obama fucking narcissistic. And so she picked up that $20 word and called me that. I'm like, do you even know what that fucking means? So now everyone's
just like
I don't even ask people. I just fucking order them a fucking Webster's dictionary. Start them off fucking, with the Crayola version. Don't want to hit them with the fucking Oxfords right away.
Well,
and just like the other terms, like misogynistic. And what was the other one?
Yeah, it was misogynistic.
Yeah, that means that you like pussy.
I mean, whatever.
I just think it's fucking crazy. It's like saying, you better shut up because you're being infatuated. What the fuck does that mean, dude? Do you even know what the fucking, like, opposite words? Just start using, because that's what they sound like. They sound fucking retarded. Oxford,
loud noises.
Yeah, Oxford, Webster's. I don't give a fuck. Encyclopedia Britannica. Motherfuckers need to speak English. English is my fifth fucking language, and I speak better English than them. My diction is more correct. Fuckers. I can't believe this shit. You guys are communists. You guys are fascists. You guys are Nazis. Let me beat up this gay guy for talking at a school. Are you for real? Are you really fucking for real? It's permeated in the military now. You cannot sit there and say something in a headquarters without offending. I literally, just in 4 words today, 4 words, offended 5 different religious groups, 16 different types of genders, and pissed off a civilian that said I had microaggressions. That makes it sound like to me, again, it's that mispronunciation or what that word means. Dude, if I think you're a piece of shit because you're not doing your fucking job, and motherfuckers are scared to fire you, that's not a microaggression. That's calling you the fuck out for being a piece of shit.
That's pretty much fucking full-on aggression.
Is Keith? Narcissistic. That got me to coffee. That's right. Good job, Keith. Good job.
Fucking eggplant emoji.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he spelt it right.
And he spelt it right. Narcissistic. God. Did you guys like that game? Friday Night Freedom's gonna.
There's a game for narcissists?
No. You didn't
sign me up.
No, dude, you didn't. No, it was a word. We were talking about something, and I had said, "Man, my fucking ex-wife calls me that." And there's a word that my ex-wife calls me because we're talking about the play on words. And then I said, "You know what? I need fucking to jar my memory. Free bag of coffee, Black Rifle coffee, if you fucking jar my memory." And then my ex fucking texted me, which was an awkward moment on the show.
She's like, "You want a jar?"
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty misogynistic.
Yeah, it's pretty misogynistic at your narcissistic microaggression sort. But yeah, again, 4 words that I offended somebody because I said they were apathetic. And they were like, oh, are you saying I'm pathetic? I'm like, oh, God. Jesus, man.
You know, there's apps out there that gives you
GS18s and shit getting all fucking butthurt.
the word of the day where you can learn a new word and use it in your day. Maybe all these terms, apathetic, narcissistic, racism, what?
Yeah,
Nazi,
Nazi.
can be added to all that, and you can finally learn fucking definition.
No, but you can't.
Dr. Seuss's fucking dictionary for Marxists.
Exactly. What was that, Great Cloud?
I saw an interesting, and I sent it to Doc Madness. I saw an interesting comment on somebody else's post today that says if you use the dictionary definitions, then you're submitting to authority, and you can't use those because those are made up.
But you know what blows my mind?
Literally, dude.
That blows.
To summarize, autistic screeching.
Exactly. That blows my mind that adults will even cater to this shit.
Wait a
That's
minute.
what blows me the fuck
They
away.
literally put fucking an image to autistic screeching.
Well, here's my thinking. Like, if you were to look up like racism today, or I mean the N word today, like what it means, it would direct you towards racism. But if you would have looked it up maybe like 15 years ago, it meant something else. I mean, yes, it meant also a derogatory term, but it also meant you were ignorant.
I don't know. I always just fucking used it in the fucking common fucking English, and in the infantry, that's what everybody was. And I mean, it was kind of a culture shock when I got out of the army after 15 years.
Yeah, go figure. You just can't
And
call
I
people
went
that,
to
right?
university,
And you can't call people that,
I'm
right?
in veteran services, and I fucking drop an N-bomb or two, and fucking everybody loses their fucking minds.
Go figure.
But they don't even fucking tell me, like, the veterans at the veteran services, they ran to the fucking God, dude, some fucking director of fucking
EEO.
some bullshit.
Yeah, the EO office.
And I get called out like a week later, and they're like asking me if I'm a racist. I'm like, no, why would you say that? Well, somebody made an anonymous complaint. I'm like, well, they're a fucking pussy. They could have
Exactly.
fucking told me that shit to my face, dude.
Exactly. They should
Like,
exactly
I'm
show.
not I would have
and that's
told
what,
them then, and
and
I
that's
would
what
have
makes
saved
you
everybody
mad.
a bunch of time.
That's what makes
that
you
I'm
mad.
not a racist.
Yeah, that's what makes
They're
you mad.
like,
that's another one too, Amy. I mean, Mom, shit, you know who the fuck you are. God damn it.
It's okay. It's
it's
already
like so
been
stupid,
blown.
dude. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
are
it's
you
like-
racist?
yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you that I'm a fucking racist.
That
Like,
fucking pisses me off too. Oh, you're racist. You're
let's
racist.
waste everyone's time.
Yeah, you're racist. Why am I a racist? Because again, remember what I said before. There needs to be a fucking center of butthurtness, excellence butthurtness, so that way we know from real authorities, like there's like a legit Asian guy who could tell you straight up what offends Asians, or like a legit black person from Africa that could tell me what is a legit epithet. You know what I mean? Or somebody. I want some real shit. I mean, like a real straight up fucking Oaxacan fucking Mexican that tells me straight up, freaking what is offensive to you know what I mean? I want where is the center of excellence for that? See, that needs to fucking be, because I'll be honest with you, it blows my fucking mind that white people are now becoming the overseers, overseers of telling you what's racist. I'm just saying this from a fucking minority's point of view.
Isn't that kind
It
of
looks-
still racism?
Isn't that kind of, well, not only that, but it's also kind of defeating the purpose of the argument, because there's a black guy or a black woman screaming at somebody's face, and then this white guy goes up, yeah, because you're an overseer, man. And then the next thing you know, didn't that feel like awkward? I don't know what their the cause is about, because I'll be again, nobody. I want to go on a tour. Please help me out. Any group from the Butthurt Center of Excellence, let me know, and I will take this tour that you say you're being oppressed upon, because okay, cool. Being that I am of mixed heritage, I can't really take either side other than American, because I'm proud to be an American. And yes, I do have a background that is foreign. I am more than happy to say I'm proud to be an American. and all whatever fucking mainstream buzzword that you think against me because I said that, you can go tough shit. But the Butthurt Center of Excellence needs to be created so that way true notoriety, like Morgan Freeman should be part of the Butthurt Center of Excellence. So that way he'll say, hey dude, I just said this, and Morgan Freeman's like, that's fucked up, and that's it. You're done. That you're good. You're clear. If Morgan Freeman clears you, you're good to fucking go. There should be something
he'll
like
tell you to get the fuck over it.
Or he'll tell you to shut the fuck up, get over it. It's fucking stupid as fuck, dude. That everyone again. Why is it that these? I mean, I know we're supposed to be Sarn's time, but why is it that there's groups that actually? Let me take this back. Why is there one group, little fucking hipster ass hippies, that are speaking for all other minorities when they're not the minority? You ever notice that? The fucking Antifa, they're not fucking, the Antifa people are not fucking minorities. The majority of them.
Fucking gay ass fucking fat dudes that major in feminist studies, dude.
Well, yeah, because I can hear that fucking the Buffalo Bill song playing in the back,
I mean, somebody made the claim towards me that I was racist towards like Asians, and I just fucking laughed at them. I was like, really? I'm fucking married to one, dumbass.
I have doctors that I've known, and what's funny is that they're very they go back on their history, because I asked what was the issue with Japan, with North Korea launching rockets over Japan, and he told me with a straight face, do you think I give a fuck about Japan after what they did to Koreans? I'm like, okay. All right.
There's no, yeah.
Yeah. You ever notice why?
And you know what's interesting? I mean, sorry.
No,
Cloud.
no, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Grey Cloud. What were you going to say?
Let's say, so in Asia, yeah, they remember everything.
They do.
They do. Like my mother-in-law, if you're like any other descent besides like Okinawan, like even just you're from like right across the fucking sea in Japan,
and they can match.
She is like fucking racist as fuck, is it?
Well, no, whoa. Wait a minute. You don't. You are not.
I know. I'm white.
You're not. You are not. You are not of authority to say that. They're, because think about it.
I know.
There's no issues with everyone talking about how Japan fucking does their immigrant issues, right? You never notice there's not any fucking Muslim groups there?
I wonder why.
Yeah. You think, oh, we have better walls than you. You know what I mean? Fuck, that's what it is. Don't fuck around. God, man. Everyone should just shut the fuck up about that crap. If you're not the leading authority on it, or you've not experienced it, then shut the fuck up. If it's not written in a book, and you have some pencil neck motherfucker who's a professor teaching my kid that because of what happened in history, before that little fucking scrotal fucking excrement was even alive, talking about, well, Vietnam was because of this. Motherfucker, do you even know? Do you know why we were involved in Vietnam? I mean, just little shit like that.
Dude, they don't even know what a dictionary is, let alone fucking anything other than a Dr. Seuss history book.
Well, that's because their parents, their parents went through this. Well, my dad was a dick. My mom was a dick, and fuck that. I'm not gonna do shit.
My mom had a dick.
My mom treated me like shit. So I have mom issues and dad issues. You know what? Fuck them all. I'm gonna raise my kid this way. A couple of school shootings later, and fidget spinning's happening. Fucking bullshit. And they got kids that are more medicated than fucking veterans and shit because they don't know how to raise their kids.
They blame it on Zoloft.
Yeah, I literally got
Zoltan.
I literally had gotten a counseling because there was, luckily for me, there's no rule for this. When I said, get your fucking homeschooled ass away from me, when I talked to another individual of near rank, and that person literally fucking thought that that person thought I had cracked on all four three letters of the Bible / Torah / Kura, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He thought that
if I do one of them, I'd go for all of them.
Well, all I fucking said was the fact that he fucking, my biggest thing again is I just said, get your fucking home. Why you keep touching me, dude? You fucking homeschooled or something? And you thought, because he was one of those people that like to fucking, hey man, what's going on? And like to fucking like touch you all the time. I'm like, you homeschooled or some shit? And that you would have thought, dude, that fucking You would have thought that I had set, German/Jewish relations back decades when I said that. It was fucking unreal. And I got counseled because I should not have talked about somebody's purse. I'm like, look, if someone's a dickbag and they're fucking up in the Army, sorry, the Army's maybe just not for you. There's a specific mentality that we have in the Army that you kind of have to be, and that's a little bit of alpha, okay? If you're not going to do it, then I think you're in the wrong job, because old SecDef Mattis is fucking bending time warp space continuums and shit to fucking let the Taliban know. He told the Taliban he was going to be there. Then he fucking said, come on, I dare you. And look what fucking happened. They fucked it up. It's Mad Dog, man. So, I don't, geez, I'm so fucking done that. I'm so tired of social bullshit coming into the Army. And it shouldn't. When I say fall in the morning, there should be fucking my four platoons in front of me, and then I go off on motherfuckers, and they go on first sergeant detail for walking up late.
Yeah, and all the black dudes better be in the fucking back.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
God. It's not a bus.
Yeah, dude, this isn't a fucking bus, man. What the fuck you talking about?
Get over it.
All the Nalgene bottles are equal colored. There is no white or black Nalgene bottles anymore, Doc.
Jesus Christ.
There's no.
How do you separate the piss bottles?
Oh God,
some
man.
fucking retardation. Jesus Christ, dude.
Exactly.
What the fuck is going on with the Army now?
Dude, I know, man. What's up with that?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah, exactly. I wonder how our first sergeant is doing out, hanging out in the at that event that he was called from. I know I'm getting some good pictures. That's what I'm talking about. Woo woo woo.
There are some good pictures in there.
There are some good pictures in there. Damn, man.
That's what she said.
Fucking first sergeant, dude. User rank has its privileges and shit. Yeah. So, anyways, again, I'm tired of the fucking Army getting contaminated with fucking social issues and shit. Because you know what? I didn't want to talk about it.
Dude.
I didn't want to talk about
Black
it.
water bottles is for piss.
What the fuck are you? Why? Okay. Anyways.
Get on with it.
Yeah, exactly. Please. Okay, everyone saw what happened to Arlington, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone saw what happened with the kid that was kneeling during the planting of TAPS, right?
That's not even fucking, dude. I don't even.
No, like it's.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just saying. I'm just bringing it up for context. It's about, to me at this point now, it's about respect. Nothing is fucking sacred anymore. Does anyone here have any objections? Today we were gathered in holy matrimony. If there's anybody here that thinks that these two individuals should not be married, speak now or forever hold your peace. And then I walk up with a T-shirt that says "She sucks good" on the back of it, and then kneel in front of them. That's
You
kind of
haven't met my family.
Well, I'm just saying, but there's a
sagging.
But there's a time.
Prison slang for I'm a passive homosexual.
But there's a time and place for everything. You don't do shit at specific times or events, especially when it comes to, I'm gonna say it, the fucking national anthem. Again, there's no excuse to change to do whatever. You could claim a fucking right to protest. You could claim what the fuck there is no need for. There's no excuse. You're not gonna convince me that when something ceremonious to honor our country and honor our veterans and honor our military dead, you're not going to change my mind. Ever. I don't give a fuck what right you think it is. It's a level of respect and appropriateness. Just like at a memorial service. If you think it's that fucking bad, then don't come crying. Then I tell you what, fine. Then go ahead and fucking... I'm sorry, Katie Ann. Did that offend you? Popped in, the first thing you heard was black guys in the back. Yeah, we were just joking. We were breaking balls. Anyways.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Context.
Context. We're all talking about some context here. Well, specifically that if you feel that bad about the flag and all that shit and you're currently serving in the Army, then you should, okay, fine. Then, we won't bury you with the flag if you feel so bad about it. You will have to pay for your own fucking burial about it. If you want to be militant about it, I could be militant about it too, right? That seems to be the going thing, is that you get to disrespect everything that our country stands for, but then when it comes to going back to you, then all of a sudden now this is where the Nazi term comes in. Then fine. If you don't like the flag or you don't respect it, don't come onto hollow grounds. You will not be buried in hollow grounds if you're a veteran, if you want to be like that. Because just like I said before, Just because you're a veteran does not give you the right to be a fucking idiot. Oh, I served this country. I could kneel, because there's just people that are already in those circles saying that. I served my country for that person to kneel. Damn, really, dude? No, you didn't. That's a little bit different. That's a moment of respect, because then let's stop having memorial services. Then let's stop having fucking funerals.
Don't go to fucking Arlington and
don't go to Arlington.
You
Yeah,
can go fucking do it in your fucking living room and jerk off to fucking your sagging pants and fidget spinners.
There is so much on that flag that you don't even fucking realize in a spiritual sense, whether you're being religious or not. I'm just saying in a connectivity, or there's a tactile response to it when it comes to seeing the red, white, and blue. And if you don't fucking feel that way, then get the fuck out. There are plenty.
Dude.
There are plenty
That's
of
literally
folks.
like going to the fucking museum and jerking off a fucking load onto the Mona Lisa. Like, you don't do that.
Well, I mean, there's not really a fucking specific there's nothing spiritual behind it, the Mona Lisa. But I get what you're saying. There's a sanctity to it. The national anthem.
It's just social. Fucking norm.
It's a social, exactly that. It's a social norm. Just like it's a social norm that you don't walk up to an old man rocking his chair on his porch and then punching him in the face, taking his cane and robbing him, right? That's not right. People think that there's a respect factor on that. Or you go into a church and fuck somebody up or shoot up the fucking church. That's not right. Everyone immediately goes fucking apeshit when you do that. The flag's the same fucking way. It is the same fucking way. You think it's that bad? Then get the fuck out. See ya. You don't want to be in the military anymore? Or you want to post on Facebook that you don't like the Army because of this? Bruh, this Army is all fucked up and I'm just doing this. Then get the fuck out. Please tell me where you're at, and I will ensure where I'm working from that the chapter will be expedited pretty quick. That just blows me the fuck away. If you don't fucking like it, get the fuck out of here. That goes the same for following. It's the same thing with the fucking sports. Everyone's like, well, it's my right, and you know what? They died for that ice, and you should be quiet. And no, fuck no. I'm not going to be quiet for it. If they want to fuck, I'm reiterating my boycott on the Major League Baseball and the NFL. Fuck them. If they don't want to hold the standard of respecting the fucking flag and the national anthem, then fuck them. They had a football player say, well, bye then. Bye. Yeah, okay, cool, dude. Fuck off. See ya. Hey, DirecTV, I'm a fucking fan. I'm just saying.
Their whole refund policy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So 2 things on that. And, what a lot of people don't want to realize, and we brought this up in a couple different ways tonight, is it cuts both ways, right? People want to be heard and this and that, but it cuts both ways. We have a right to our opinion and to speak that as well.
Yep.
Just like they do.
Yep.
And now I lost my other thought. The chapter thing.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like soldiers who want to say all this garbage and they're on active duty, right?
Yep.
So here's my question. How many commands will have the intestinal fortitude to enforce the Hatch Act?
Here's the thing. There are chains of command that are worried about their own careers to do anything at all. So if they are of another command and a soldier decides to become all Malcolm and shit in the fucking unit, and now they say, hey, you need to knock that off, and then that soldier becomes disruptive, then that's what's gonna fucking happen. Then that's hard to fucking, it's hard to do, man. I don't think commanders are gonna do it.
Pussies.
Yeah, that's what it is. I totally fucking think that's what's gonna happen. They're not gonna give a fuck. They're not gonna care. So, because like you said, they're pussies. They are fearful of their OERs. Look at the environment. Look at the environment of fucking Look at the environment of our fucking senior NCOs. Holy shit. Stuff that I was coming up through the ranks that CSMs and SGMs used to be able to fucking say. I get up towards that fucking rank, and the next thing you know, I'm being told, no, you can't say that anymore. Motherfucker, you were saying it too. So no, I totally, no way, dude. I stand firm on this. 100%. I'm not changing my fucking mind. Now, somebody PM me, Ice, when are you going to say you're not going to boycott the NFL or Major League Baseball? When they have a fucking standard. When they have a fucking standard. If the standard is that they stand up and play during the fucking national anthem, like I said, we can make the NFL like the big boys, like we have the grown-up table at Thanksgiving, we have the little kids table, right? All you little fucking bitches that want to complain, nobody comes out, and we can be Americans like the rest of you, so that way you can all dance for us, because that's what all you are. You want to talk about warrior spirit and being on the gridiron? We're warriors, and we're like combat guys, and we're a team, and we understand we're a team. Then no, actually you're not. You're here for our entertainment. So come out here and dance for us, bitches, because that's all you're going to fucking do. We'll go ahead and be Americans, but then we can come out and then, again, provide that appearance, because I brought up another situation, too, that is going to get everybody fucking lit the fuck up. I'm glad I'm doing this like 10 minutes before the show ends, too. I brought up a situation that got everybody riled the fuck up. I call it the kneel before Zod factor. If you want to kneel, good. Give it to me. Kneel before Zod. Kneel before me then, if you want to be like that. If you want to subjugate yourself that way, if you, a 315-pound fucking dude that graduated from LSU, want to subjugate yourself to my little fucking 200-pound ass, go for it, man. Go for it. I am honored that you wish to kneel before me as your protector and guardian of freedom, then fine. Because I could turn that argument around just like that. Nobody sees it that way. ICE has this different mentality of it because it sucks, because I'm mixed, and I'm seeing both sides of the fucking issues. I mean, that's why I'm saying, everyone says, what side are you going to take? Oh, ICE, you're going to take the fucking this one side because you're this, or you're going to take this one side because you're that? No, I said I'm going to take the American side. That's all I'm going to take. There's people who take that for granted. And so if you want to, because it gives me, you're disrespecting yourself as a man. You're kneeling before it. Motherfucker, I'm not kneeling before anyone. I will be damned if I kneel before anyone. Especially when the national anthem's playing. I'm standing right there letting everybody fucking know that I'm standing with my fucking country, period. I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I'm fucking butthurt now because Trump said that I should get fired, and I'm going to kneel. You better shut up. And then that's a fidget spinner getting hit,
The whole ironic thing behind all that, they should thank Trump. Yeah, because if it wasn't for Trump running his damn mouth about it, their whole kneeling thing would have been like in the history.
People get fucking. Oh man, that was an EO complaint like crazy when I said kneel before Zod at work today. That's what got me all fucking in trouble. Kneel before Zod, and of course, you would have fucking thought that I had, was driving the goddamn ship to Amistad or some shit, and that's not what that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I was saying, no, you're disrespecting yourself as a man. You're a grown fucking man. You are a role model that little kids look up to, and you talk so much shit. We're warriors. We're on the gridiron. We're here to pump battle, and it's bad enough, dude. When Major League Baseball players look more manlier than NFL players, there's a fucking problem. Because Major League Baseball players will fucking get a thumb spray and go, I'm on the injured list for a year.
Well, you got a very valid point there.
So I don't get. Yeah. So again, and then again, so my boycott will end when a standard is maintained and upheld. If you are going to find motherfuckers to do it, and you're going to keep finding a team, because at first it should be the person, then it should be the team. So after that individual gets on there, then it's that fucking, and then it becomes 2 suspensions. So and that's the problem. The reason why you don't hear all sports going through all this bullshit, because motherfuckers get suspended in the other sports. Oh, okay, you want to pull some shit? You fart in front of a fucking referee or an umpire in baseball, guess what fucking happens, dude? You get fucking fined and suspended a couple games. And I tell you what, to those egotistical motherfuckers that are like that, that hurts, it hits them. That's worse than fining them. Yeah, I said they're egotistical. So again, damn, when Major League Baseball players look more manlier than you, and a catcher from the Oakland A's, whose father served in the U.S. Army stationed overseas and was born in fucking Germany. And you don't understand my oppression. Motherfucker, you're a dependent. You're a dependent. So that's why I say, hold the standard. Find the motherfucker. Now, if they do that and they're getting fined and everyone else is out, think about, did you see the fucking, the Reddit videos of the teams getting booed? That what was the Patriots game and the Packers, or whatever fucking game it was over the weekend. It was so bad that they just cut the CBS fucking Sports just cut the shit. They're just like, okay, we're just gonna show commercials.
Good.
And all that, because the booing was more louder than the fucking than playing the national anthem. And they weren't booing the fucking national anthem. They were booing the motherfuckers who were kneeling. Even though you're supposed to stand at the position of attention and keep your fucking mouth shut. So again, when they enforce a standard and they fine and suspend these motherfuckers, then fine. Fuck yeah, dude. I will end my boycott. So there you go. That's my standard. Someone says, "Oh, you're being hypocritical." No, not. Actually, me and my kids are getting to know each other a lot more because now I'm not watching football. Now we're hanging out and shit. And somebody told me about, hey, did you know Netflix has more TV shows on or more movies now? I'm like, really? Damn. I was telling you guys in the office today. I was like, holy fuck. Netflix.
Like Family Guy. Watch Family Guy because it's going off Netflix on like the 29th or 26th of October.
Oh, man, yeah. Well, I'm just talking about some other movies like, Sherlock, Rogue One's on. I didn't know Rogue One's on Netflix. Fuck, man. I already saw that fucking shit 8 times. Thank you, NFL. Thank you. You guys, so again, that's why I if you want to bring one argument to me about it's a freedom of speech, then let me bring my argument. Kneel before Zod. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like grown men are disrespecting themselves and being butthurt. Think about being a fucking family man. Think about being the man of the house. You want your son or your daughter to see you kneeling because you're butthurt about something instead of fighting for something? What I mean by fighting, I mean like standing up for what you believes in. Because Martin Luther King said specifically to you would rather don't be dying on your fucking knees, die on your feet, fighting. Everyone was talking about, Martin Luther King kneeled too. Yeah, no, he was praying. He was praying. Half these guys who are doing that are fucking, are not even fucking practicing Christians themselves, so they're hypocrites too. Let's talk about wife beating. Let's talk about dog fighting and all this other shit. Those motherfuckers are fined. Hey, Ice, you're gonna talk about Mike Vick, who was convicted and went to fucking jail, right, for his dog fighting? Because you know what? There was a standard being upheld.
Penitentiary.
What's that?
See that meme, dude?
Which one, about Ray Lewis or some shit?
No, the one with Trump. It says if I want to hear anything from the NFL, I'd ask their parole officers.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's why they got an issue with cops.
Right.
Oh my God.
Is that other one floating around for Chicago PD? Chicago PD will not start playing the national anthem instead of their sirens to get suspects to kneel so they can arrest them.
So they can arrest them, exactly. Go into hey, I think someone's breaking into that building. And they just walk in there, they're all kneeling.
There was one I found, like, if you would have kneeled when we would arrest you in the first place, you wouldn't have to kneel now.
Yeah, you would have to be kneeling now, exactly. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, all the guys that on that little graphic that I saw, the individuals that were kneeling were the ones that were fucking had issues with cops. So yeah, there was a standard being held with Mike Vick and the dogs. So that's why I at that time didn't fucking do that. Now and everyone didn't have to social media justice on wife beaters talking shit. Everyone talks shit about Aaron fucking Hernandez, okay? And look what happened to him. He went to fucking jail, cried like a bitch, and hung himself. Go Pats. So there you go.
And then was now found innocent of all crimes.
Well, yeah, because
autoerotic asphyxia.
Yeah, exactly. That's because that's because that state that he was convicted in did not want to have they don't want to have bad stats. That's how come reporting of stats is really bad in the upper New England area, because they don't want to have that reputation. So I'm not watching it. I'm not fucking watching it at all. So kneel before Zod if you don't fucking tough shit, or be a fucking man, stand on your feet, show some respect for the greatest country in the fucking world. If the United States was global, it would be. I would not mind that. I would not mind being the United States of the world. You know what I mean? That'd be good shit. But unfortunately, we're only one country. So if you don't fucking like it, get the fuck out. But yeah, that's when I will end my boycott, and then I will. Whoever I'm hanging out with, I'll say, "Hi, I'm Ice. Here's some here's some beer. I'll buy you a beer because I'm ending my boycott. But okay, don't get me wrong. I ain't burning all my shit. I am not burning my shit. I put all my shit away. I put it all in a box. I put the kids' stuff away that had our teams away, and I put it away. Because this will pass, and that's it. It'll pass. That's it. I'm not saying I'm boycotting is not fucking giving up fucking. I'm not quitting smoking or some shit. I'm just boycotting these fuckers because they can't make up their mind. And again, it looks like the boycott's working. DirecTV, I love you. This is not a spot for DirecTV, but if it was, I'd say go get some DirecTV. Because if you if it was that you had NFL Red Zone and you said you wanted to cancel that subscription because of the fucking of this anthem shit, they'd refund your money.
Oh, I canceled like last year when everything started. I canceled the entire service.
Yeah, I canceled all my I canceled the NFL one. And then now I just got it on demand. And then the all my football gear, all the baseball gear is all packed up in a tough box. And that's it. All my hats and everything in a tough box. That's it. So I'm standing my ground. I'm not kneeling.
Right.
Before Zod.
Shit in a bag, Pogue.
Exactly. Shit in a bag, Pogue. So that's what people are going to say. Well, he's racist now because he's talking about kneeling. And no, you've, again.
And Pogue's in some Zod character.
Yeah, exactly. Kneel before Zod. But anywho.
Peasants.
Yeah, very. Yeah, if that's how you want to appear yourself to be. Again, you have set yourselves back that far, so whatever, dude. All right, cool. What's going on with the cut sheet? I forgot to totally fucking do I forgot to do damn house cleaning. Shit, I was on a fucking rant. So, what we got going on? We got next week. We got 3 October. We have Nikki Roaring from the Military Working Dog Team Support Association. Military Working Dog Team Association is a nonprofit organization that supports military working dog teams by a variety of means. Some of these are care packages, handler recognition, hero dog awards, and veteran dog handler cost support, and support for memorials. And then 6 October, Friday, Brian Jacobs from Vet to Success, a nonprofit organization that creates programs for veterans and rehabilitative through the Food and Brew program. That's what I'm talking about. I'm all about beer and food. I wonder what his recipe is for some good chicken wings.
Now you're racist.
Why? Because I like chicken wings? That's what's up. Dude, it's not racism. Racist. You're racist because of chicken. So he's
White power.
Oh my God, dude. Did you just really fucking say that? Are you being facetious?
Yeah, Dave Chappelle.
Oh, okay. You're being I got it. The organization's purpose is to inspire, mentor, and educate and change the lives of homeless and displaced veterans and the impact of the communities in which they live in. The program was created after the loss of founder's younger brother to veteran suicide and as the founder's personal battle and readjusting back into the local community. So, yeah, that's what's going on. October, we have some stuff that we have to do announcements for, and so you guys obviously are going to get the standard guests and all that. We really appreciate Task Force Dagger coming on. We appreciate the guys from the Lone Survivor Foundation coming on, Fort Bragg Harley Davidson. Did you get all the details? Did you get any more details from Mr. David?
We got contact info. I'm going to pass on to main page hire so they have direct comms with those dudes.
Cool.
Because they're saying that they well, not saying, but generally, based from what he's saying, that they could benefit from having a social media boost, especially when they're doing events and shit.
Gotcha. Totally know what we're talking
kind of cut through the red tape.
Yep.
With that.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming on. And then, again, I will. Yes, I'll play the video at the end. I'm gonna play the Task Force Dagger video again, so that way you guys can see it in case you missed it. Part 2. So with that, y'all have a good one. And then let me. Well, actually, I don't have to worry about killing the Facebook Live feed because I'm gonna play that video right now. So, y'all have a good one, and take it easy, and shouts.
Warning shots.
Shots.
God, warning shot.
After the horrific terrorist attacks on September 11th, 2001, and the loss of 3,000 innocent American lives, Task Force Dagger, comprised of elements of the U.S. Army Special Operations Command, led the invasion of Afghanistan to take out al-Qaeda and the Taliban. But the war on terror is just the latest chapter in the proud history of Army Special Ops. For the past 40 years, USA Special Operations Command units have been the forefront of our defense forces, often working in the shadows with their presence only known by a few to protect America's freedoms and liberties. Even though their dangerous service is not publicized, I want to share with you how you can openly show your support for these brave men and women, many of who are now coming home with serious, even permanent injuries. The Task Force Dagger Foundation was created by former members of Army Special Operations units with the needs of other Special Ops veterans in mind. The foundation is dedicated to providing immediate assistance to wounded, ill, or injured Special Operations Command soldiers and their families.
When we first started the foundation, we were thinking about the soldier. But as the months grew in our development of the foundation, we realized that it wasn't just about the soldier. It was about the soldier and his family. That's why we started the foundation, because we knew that there were things out there that weren't being covered.
This may come in the form of money needed for job training to help create a new career path, or for life-saving medical treatment needed by soldiers or family members. Task Force Dagger also sponsors and organizes recreational therapy activities that bring healing to families and eases the stress of rehabilitation and civilian reorientation. From fishing trips in the mountains to scuba diving adventures in the Florida Keys and organized shooting competitions at gun ranges, Task Force Dagger provides opportunities for injured Special Operations veterans to show their skills, pride, and determination to achieve new goals in life. There are many worthy causes and organizations that assist our military heroes, but I want to personally ask you to support Task Force Dagger and the veterans of U.S. Army Special Operations Command.
It costs millions of dollars to train our Army Special Operations soldiers. And when they come back hurt, they need that healing. Any donation, no matter how small, has a huge impact on our ability to help heal our wounded soldiers.
Visit taskforcedagger.org to see how you can help our soldiers who gave their all to defend America in its time of need. I'm Charlie Daniels. Thank you, and God bless.